And hello, everybody. Joined by Gavin Hamilton and John Driscoll. Looking ahead to Tuesday in the Champions League. Got the matches going across the bottom there. And going to start off with Copenhagen against Manchester City. Manchester City starting as very hot favourites to win this. And this is the time of year, Gavin Hamilton, isn't it, where Man City suddenly go on a bit of a romp and win everything.
Well, they do it every year, don't they? They show a little bit of vulnerability, a little bit of defensive weakness, normally coinciding with key players like Rodri or Stones being injured, and then the likes of De Bruyne and Haaland come back and they romp through. I mean, it's not going to be an easy run for them this year because the Premier League is I think more of a challenge with more contenders, and Liverpool sort of resurgence and wanting to see Klopp. Giving him a good send-off. But City are in imperious form at the moment. They've got De Bruyne back. Haaland, they found a role for Haaland in this lineup that where Guardiola didn't really play with a centre forward. Foden's in fantastic form. So everything is looking rosy for City at the moment, and they've got a great draw in Copenhagen. Copenhagen. We're arguably one of the surprise teams of the group stage. They did really well to finish ahead of Man United and Galatasaray in that group. And you could argue that was the surprise, and that they probably haven't got many surprises left in them. But they've got a problem in that this is their first game since the last Champions League game. Because they've had the winter break in Denmark, the league hasn't restarted. They've been playing sort of warm weather friendly matches against other Scandinavian teams, so they will be a little bit rusty. So it's hard to find any value in Copenhagen performing in this one. So City are the firm favourites, but I think Copenhagen's response will be to be defensive, and they'll have to see it out. They'll have to be solid against them. And in the group stages last season, 2022-23. It was goalless in Copenhagen between them and City, and then City won 5-0 in Manchester. So I can see another similar scenario. Copenhagen will be defensive. That's the way they will do it. They will have a good crowd behind them, a lively crowd, a knowledgeable crowd in Copenhagen. So there's a potential upset there, but I think Copenhagen have probably used up their full allocation of upsets this season.
14, if you fancy a bit of a dabble on the 0-0 draw. John, just on the return of Kevin De Bruyne, obviously we've seen him link up in the past with Haaland. Haaland's an interesting one, isn't it? As Gavin said, they went with kind of attacking midfielders, basically, kind of rotating for a long time under Pep. Haaland hardly gets a touch sometimes, but then just rocks up and scores twice. He did that at the weekend. He was hardly in the game until he scored. It's kind of an interesting setup, isn't it?
Yeah, and he looked rusty until that game, didn't he? And then he got the 2 goals. Everton showed us how to play against Manchester City for 70 minutes. They didn't have a shot on target, and then Haaland took his chance, and then De Bruyne off the bench played him through, and they scored another one. But they were Haaland's first goal since November, which obviously included the period out injured, but that explained why he did look so rusty when he first came back, and you're thinking, how long will this take for him to start hitting his straps? The thing with City, though, you're going to get so many chances, aren't you? Because they put so much pressure onto teams, and it's 10 straight wins in all competitions. The World Club Cup didn't knock them out of their stride. In fact, anything, it helped them find their stride, and they've been really good since then. Daunting for everybody else, really. It's very hard to retain the Champions League. It's very hard to predict the Champions League, but they've got a very good chance of doing so. And I've got to say, it's a very convenient draw. I mean, I'm not suggesting anything fishy. I'm not suggesting it's the 116th charge or anything coming up. But if you could have handpicked a draw, it would have been Copenhagen, because they did well to get through. But their last game was Galatasaray. Gavin described them as warm weather friendlies. It's the esteemed Atlantic Cup, invented by former Millwall goalkeeper Brian Horn, that they've been playing in. Again, in this sort of slightly weird tournament that they play against other Scandinavian clubs. One Chinese club and Real Salt Lake all take part in this tournament, in which they don't all play each other. So it sounds like the greatest jolly in the world. So if you're tempted next year, fellas, we'll go and cover that. City, too strong. I find it hard to make a case. I think City. The thing about City is that they concede a goal. They've got that in them. A vulnerability. They didn't against Everton. That's Everton. Everybody else recently has got a goal against City. They've got a calamitous error. Edison's not the error-free goalkeeper that he might have been a few years ago. So maybe that's possibly a way to go. That Copenhagen nick something, but City are too good.
Yeah, Copenhagen, just to score a goal wouldn't be the worst bet in the world, would it? But are Manchester City, Gavin Hamilton, the best team in the world?
Club side, yes, I think at the moment.
If they enter the World Cup against the biggest countries, they'd still do well, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think they would. Yeah, I mean, I think there's no doubt about it. They would be the strongest team. Yeah, because the finances, the money talks, and the money has been funneled into City over almost 2 decades now. So it's the project has produced a phenomenal team, coached by a coach with a clear vision, and yes, they are an outstanding football team. The Champions League football doesn't have a level playing field anywhere anymore, but the Champions League is the one place where the club sides come together, and City are the reigning European champions, and they are the favourites going into the group stages. Teams like Madrid and Bayern have the pedigree to compete and the right mentality to compete and get results in the group stages. So they will challenge City, but you have to say City are the best team at the moment in the competition.
Copenhagen to score, by the way, 1.95 for them, just a notch in that game on a Tuesday evening. We all fancy Manchester City there, don't we? So let's move on to the other game on Tuesday night. It's RB Leipzig taking on Real Madrid, and Real Madrid start as marginal favourites for this one, John. They've been playing rather well, haven't they? They should win this, but Leipzig could cause them a few headaches.
Yeah, so I commentated the Real Madrid game the other day against Girona. We gave it the big build-up, understandably so, because Girona have been one of the stories of European football this season, massively punching above their weight, fun, entertaining, everything else. They came up against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu and got swatted like a fly. Madrid were brilliant. Vinicius absolutely at his hungriest, most cocky and living up to it. Bellingham snarling and magnificent. Now Bellingham's injured, so that's in the debit column for Real Madrid. And the big problem for Real Madrid is that they are patched up at the moment. They've got, I would say, their first 4 central defensive options were not available. They ended up with Dani Carvajal and Aurelien Tchouameni, so a right back and a midfielder playing as the centre backs against Girona. They played really well. They hardly gave up a chance. Lunin's the goalkeeper, good shot stopper, no Thibaut Courtois. So it is a little bit of a patched up Real Madrid side. As I've said to everybody in the last couple of years, their planning has all been around Mbappe coming. They haven't got Mbappe, leaves a huge amount of unspent money in their budget. And also, for me, it was obvious that they were lacking a defender at the start of this season. Obviously, and then they've suffered injuries in all of those defensive areas. Alaba, Militao, Nacho, Rudiger, all injured the other day. They're 4 central defensive options, all of which gives Leipzig a chance. Real Madrid always give you a chance. If you think back this game last season at this stage, it was the 5-2 against Liverpool, where you thought, oh, they're in trouble here against Liverpool, and they just roared back and banged in goals. And they produced some. I mean, they've been, for my money, the most entertaining team in the Champions League in recent times. Crazy, controversial, wonderful, and just huge value at all times. I think they're too good for Leipzig over the 2 legs. Leipzig could upset them though because of that patched up makeshift defense. They've used 19 different formations of back 4 this season. It could be a 20th. We'll see who's fit when it comes around. We'll see who passes their late fitness test. Nacho, Rudiger potentially. So yeah, even though Leipzig aren't great, they've got a chance of scoring, grabbing something against Real Madrid.
Well, Leipzig have scored the first goal in 3 of their last 4 Champions League matches. The 2.08 to do that again, Gavin. And I think we all fancy goals in this one, don't we? We have to go to over 3.5 goals to get better than double your money in this. And both teams to score is pretty short at 1.53. So the compilers certainly think that there's goals in this.
Yeah, and Leipzig are, a funny team. They are a lively team. They've got this lively transfer policy. They brought in, they've made some changes over the January window. Timo Werner's departed on loan to Spurs, but they brought in the Macedonian winger, Elmas, who's a lively player, really skillful player. Probably struggled a bit with the the difficulties at Napoli in the last season. But they've got some options attack wise, and in the group stage, yes, they were second fiddle to Man City, but they recorded pretty decent wins over Young Boys and Red Star. But you can't say that they were really tested in that group stage. So they go into this, I think, really in playing second fiddle to Madrid. I think Madrid will fancy their chances over the two legs. I think in the opening leg there will be goals. I think it'll suit the style of both teams. So yeah, I think goals is the way to go with this, and I think Madrid will fancy their chances, as John said, with the defensive issues, that they will fancy their chances of seeing the game out over two legs back in Madrid. So I think Madrid, with their pedigree and their mentality, will see this through over the two legs of the tie. But it means that Leipzig have got a chance in that first leg, but I think overall Madrid will win it, and there will be goals in Leipzig to start with.
So we fancy Manchester City to win on Tuesday night, and we fancy goals between Leipzig and Real Madrid. You can watch and keep up to date with all of the action on Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io.
Covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League, live as they happen. For the best live bets, this is Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io. Please gamble responsibly.
Yeah, it certainly is. Hello and welcome to Monday nights here on Clubhouse TV. We have one Premier League game for you, the final Premier League game of the weekend. It is Chelsea visiting Crystal Palace. My name is Jack, and joining me, as I'm pleased to say, is just adjusting his chair. Are you happy with your height?
Well, in general, in life, or just today.
Yeah, you'd rather be a couple of inches taller.
I'll settle for taller than the average male. I'll take that.
He is happy, and he's here. He's Dave Tyndall.
Hello,
good evening.
Yes.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a busy week.
It has. Yeah.
As we were saying off air, when I've lost track of when it started and ended.
Yeah, Dave wasn't sure. He thought that Brentford Man City was a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
But in fact, it's been 7 days.
How time flies.
And that was the highest scoring Premier League weekend on record that day. We haven't quite reached those heights this time around. I did a quick count last night. I think we're on 36, but I will revisit that a little bit later. Either way, do we think we're going to add to that tally tonight? What do you reckon? Well,
I read this on a fantasy website where people were talking about the number of goals and everything. And somebody said the last however many games have gone over 1.5 goals. I checked, the last 27 Premier League games have gone over 1.5 goals.
Wow.
So you can take that two ways.
Yeah.
We're due a 0-0, or that's the theme.
Not just due, long overdue, I guess.
So
not that we're encouraging that sort of thing, of course.
No, so for whatever reason, there are just loads of goals banging in the Premier League at the moment. So hopefully, that'll continue tonight.
Hello to Koki. Hello to Navidarts. Hello. Indy says Chelsea to win. Hello, Genetics as well, who says the Grand Professor Dave, the Duke of the People. Man of many voices. I didn't do that justice, I'm afraid. And Jumpin' Jack Flash, the nobleman as well. Hello,
That's
Genetics.
Good. I like that.
Yeah, good evening to you all. Thank you for joining us. The good news is we have free bets to give away tonight as well. We have 10 times 10 USDT. And Before we get into team news, before we get into your best bets, we decided that we're going to do some spot bets, free bets tonight. So we will update you in due course on that. We have some team news, though, first. And Crystal Palace, who, of course, Dave, will be without Michael Elise for the next few weeks, have named a pretty predictable lineup, I think, given their injuries. The sort of key news, I guess, is that I can't see the name Eze on there.
Yeah, and Mark Gahey as well. He's not on there either. So
yes.
Arguably, their three best players aren't playing, which is, when you're Roy Hodgson and you need a result, it's not exactly the best news you could get. So Palace go with Henderson, Munoz, Anderson, Richards, Mitchell, Lerma, Hughes, Wharton. Do you know much about him?
The new signing from Blackburn?
Yes.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
Yeah,
so he was at championship level anyway. Yeah.
So they signed him for what, 18 million in the transfer window?
Yeah.
Franca.
He's one who's passed me by.
So I read today that Franca, we don't really know much about him. Apparently, in his contract clause, there's a clause about winning the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, really? What happens if he wins the Ballon d'Or?
Well, he must get like an extra tenner. I don't. It's a pretty cautious.
Yeah,
it's pretty unlikely to win that. I would say
free meals at the Palace canteen for life. Do we think?
So I don't know. Is that in everybody's contract somehow? But I mean, he's obviously got some talent, but I think he's had a few games as sub and not done anything. Anyway, we shall see. Franca, either he's going to be like really, or he could be a surprise package.
Tonight he could put himself in the Ballon d'Or conversation, couldn't he?
Yeah. So now Messi and Ronaldo are knocking on a bit. The door's open. So he's there up front with Ayew and Mateta.
Excellent.
Chelsea then starting to get a bit more predictable in their team lineup. Although Thiago Silva comes back tonight. They go Petrovic, Gusto, Disasi, Silva, Chilwell, Fernandes and Caicedo are starting to show signs of becoming a pair. Gallagher, Palmer, Madueke and Jackson.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. We shall see. Kicks off in 9 minutes' time. If you're on the chat, you'll have no doubt seen that tonight we're being produced by Jenny. So hello, Jenny, and everyone greeting her on the chat as well. If you're not part of the chat, do come and join us. We're over on Telegram. There's loads going on there, and that is your chance to win free bets on there as well. So if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching via the sportsbet.io website or other means, I know we're broadcasting on a few different platforms, and you want the chance to win a free bet 10 USDT tonight, all you need to do is have an active sportsbet.io account and have made a recent deposit as well to qualify for a free bet tonight. Do come and join us over on the chat if you fancy it. Hello to Jeremy Power, says, hey guys. Hello to Indy as well. Hello. Welcome to you all. Let us know what sort of game you think we're in for, and if you have any suggestions on the betting front tonight, that we are open to them. And later on as well, we can open the floodgates to any thoughts on the Champions League as well, which of course we'll be live for over the next couple of nights. Clubhouse TV live pretty much every single day this week. Champions League, Europa League. It's all going on. No Liverpool, of course, this week, Dave. They get a well-earned rest, don't they, from the competition?
Yes, they sort of did enough, top the group. So a week off before all sort of double weeks.
Chaos ensues.
Yeah, got Luton in midweek, a week on Wednesday, then the cup final against Chelsea. So it's quite interesting to see.
All going on, yeah.
Yeah. Whether this Chelsea is clearly getting better, or is it still going to throw in a stinker? So we'll see.
Yeah, well, it's a test for Chelsea because there's this game on Monday, and then Saturday tea time they will face Manchester City. So big week for Chelsea, who are very short. They're 1.73 in this one. The draw is 3.8. Crystal Palace 4.75. If you're going down the goals route, and actually going down the goals route has been quite a good route to take recently when it comes to both Chelsea and Palace games. Over 2.5 goals, 1.81. Over 3.5 goals is 3.0. And we have both teams to score as well at 1.81. First, inevitable question.
Yeah.
I'm
going to press my best bet.
Yeah. Inevitable question before we get on to your best bet was going to be, are Chelsea too short? But I guess by pressing your best bet, Dave, we'll go about to find out.
Well, my best bet doesn't necessarily affect what the outcome's going to be.
Okay, forget everything I just said then.
I do. Although if I'm playing that market,
are you going goals then? Or you go in players?
We'd certainly go over 1.5, but that's 1.25, so you probably wouldn't. Chelsea's my starting point. 1.7 feels a bit tight. And it might be one of those where they have to wait a while. They have to show some patience. Chelsea did really well against Villa, but Villa, they kind of encourage you, don't they, with that high line. I think Chelsea like that.
Yeah.
Tonight, it's going to be...
Spurs did the same, didn't they, as well?
Tonight, it's going to be Roy Hodgson, low block, hard to break down, so it could take a while for things to unfold.
Yeah.
So if you want to back Chelsea, it could just be worth you waiting a little bit until maybe they hit 2 or something like that.
Okay.
But the bet that I'll kick off with, and I might have been influenced by Declan Rice scoring for West Ham against his former club.
Right.
So I'm going Conor Gallagher.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it's quite a big price. I mean, I know he's not prolific, but he's 4.65 to score any time.
Yeah.
So obviously up against his former team. And he has scored for Chelsea in this fixture against Palace. And he sort of did the old celebrate, keep it calm. I think he's playing in quite an advanced role. If you get the idea that Caicedo and Fernandes are kind of holding a bit, he's going to be a bit further forward. And he's got a shot on him, hasn't he? So if it is a low block, it might take him to ping one in from outside the box. But I thought 4.65, Conor Gallagher anytime was a decent bet.
And it's one of these. So yeah, Dave going with a former player to come back and haunt Palace tonight.
Haunt him.
Give them a good old haunting this evening. If you fancy having a look at that, the price is 4.65 and the bet is on the chat as well, is where you can find it if you want to add it straight to your bet slip at sportsbet.io. Loads of different markets, of course. I think in terms of goals, Dave, I actually think we might get a few here because I do agree with the low block situation and Chelsea being able to pounce on it. But actually having looked at Palace attempting the low block recently, I don't think they've been that good at executing it.
Okay.
So I feel like both teams, I'm not going to get carried away, but I feel like both teams to score at 1.81 is a play.
Yeah, I would certainly play that. I mean, Roy Hodgson is under a lot of pressure, isn't he?
Yeah. Is he going to see out the season?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there seems to be a few managers who are sort of lurking, who are sitting in stands looking as though they're waiting for a job to come up.
Yeah, trying to hide themselves from the TV cameras,
so
but
Graham
unsuccessfully.
Potter,
Steve Cooper.
They're the sort of two young managers who are... It's an obvious sort of flip, isn't it? You go from Roy, who's... Well, I can't remember the last time I celebrated my birthday. It's been that many. So he's, 75?
12 minutes before an impression. Feels like a bit of a drought, that, doesn't it? No, we want more.
Yeah. So he's, so I don't know. But I've heard this debate played out quite a few times on the radio. There's other people saying, well, if Forest and Everton get deducted more points, Sheffield United have probably gone as Burnley. They're probably going to be all right. So he might just ride it through. He doesn't need that many more wins, does he?
No, true.
But the problem is, does he get them without his star players? That'd be my concern.
I'm very interested to see Wharton, I must admit. I enjoyed watching him for Blackburn this season, so it'd be interesting to see how he fares his Premier League debut, I think, isn't it?
What's he to score? Does he score goals?
He can do, yeah. He has certainly has done.
Yeah, he is.
I can't find him.
12.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, 12. Other options, by the way.
Yeah, Ballon d'Or possible. Matthijs Franke 6.1.
Well, he's got
make a laughing stock of that price.
Got to do it tonight, hasn't he? For the TV cameras. Nkunku 2.3, Cole Palmer 2.5, Nicholas Jackson 2.6. I'd never take that price on Nicholas Jackson. Madueke 3.25, Raheem Sterling 3.66. Edson Award is the first Palace player on there at 3.6. Jean-Philippe Mateta is 4.5. Then we've got Conor Gallagher, your bets.
4.65.
Jordan Ayew is 6.8, and Jeffrey Schlupp is on there at 8.5.
Jeffrey Schlupp. Can I'll do my standard Roy.
Please.
Well.
Yeah.
It's becoming a bit of a trope, this one. But obviously, I'm not allowed to bet with Premier League rules. But I think if I were to have a flutter, it would probably be on Wilf Zaha, always threatening on the break. And I'm sorry, he's gone. When did he go? to Galatasaray. Oh, right. That's a bit of a setback, but we'll have to cope. There you go. That's
very good. Yeah,
standard.
I enjoyed that. Yeah.
Every time
I was
Palace
deep
play.
into the narrative.
Yeah. But Roy forgets Saha's gone.
Yeah. Well, if the game is a dull one, I know what I'll be asking you to do to pass the minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Do we like Dave's impression? I do. Yeah. Alexi says 10. Hello to Alexi, by the way. He says interesting squad for Chelsea. And hello to Cara. Hello,
what was
everyone
10?
From Brazil. Genetics is 9.99. It's out of 10 for your impression.
Okay, right. 10. That's quite good.
So
Isn't it?
you're getting high scores here. If this was Strictly, Dave, everyone would be on their feet, I think.
Yeah, see, genetics has given me room for improvement there, which is good. You don't want to be complacent.
No, something to work on during the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
which hopefully
I'm very grateful, Alexi, but yeah, I don't want to become complacent, and I do need to think up some more material rather than pretending Will Sahara's still there.
Well, you've got
quite a good one, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got a few days before
Hakan
Palace.
9.5. How's old Wilf doing at Galatasaray? Hakan.
Yeah.
I'm asking Hakan, who's a fan, you see.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
He's got the proper...
Oh, yeah, Hakan.
I know you love European football, but Hakan is a...
Oh, yes. No, I'd rather hear it from a proper Galatasaray fan, to be honest, yeah.
I think last time I checked in, Hakan said he wasn't doing very well.
Oh, right, okay.
But, let us know how Wilf is getting on.
Yeah. Excellent. So we are going to get pictures of the game. It's just about to kick off. We're going to let you know how it goes. Elsewhere tonight, by the way, a few games knocking around Europe of interest. Juventus, they are facing Empoli. That game is already underway. 16 minutes old, that one, and it is 0-0 at the moment. Juventus against Empoli. So far, Juventus have made a really bright start. 0.3 on the XG, 2 goal attempts. Both have been shots on target. Just kicking off as well, Almeria take on Athletic Bilbao. The away side, the clear favourites for that, because Almeria are rock bottom of La Liga, but have shown a few signs recently, and of course they did give Real Madrid a bit of a scare as well. And a bit later on, 8:15 in Portugal tonight, it is FC Porto who will be taking on a much improved Arouca side, who started the season in dismal form, but they've got their act together and have been scoring a few goals recently. So that could be an interesting one at 8:15. We should keep you up to date of all of those. And if you have any bets across those games, whether they're in play or pre-match, do let us know.
What are we calling Chelsea's kit colour there? Jen, any offers? It's sort of green, isn't it? I'm
mint choc chip.
Mint is a mint. Where's the choc chip?
I don't know, actually. I think I said that because I was playing ice creams with my daughter before I left the house. And so I've got mint choc chip on my mind. But definitely mint. The mint part of it.
It's a very lightish green, isn't it?
What else is that colour used on? I mean,
but there's some funny colours. Liverpool, one of Liverpool's away kits is called something like spaceship purple.
Yes, I've seen Jurgen Klopp's worn the hoodie, hasn't he? Yeah. Chelsea immediately on the break. Right, let's do first spot bet. Let's do...
What colour are... No.
Yeah. When we get to 2 corners in this match,
okay,
we are going to give away the first couple of free bets tonight. So first 2 corners in the match, and 2 of you, courtesy of the number generator, when you say go, 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 will be winning a free bet tonight.
Sage.
Yeah.
Says Jen.
Can see that. Yeah, absolutely. It's incredibly light, isn't it? It's not quite...
Just as well, because they are playing on a green pitch.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be ideal, would it?
No. And they've just played it straight out of play. So are they struggling to find each other in that kit?
So can't. It's like the famous Man United green kit.
Yeah.
That's called Palmer with it, with number 20. Very massive 20, isn't it, on his back?
It is.
It's huge.
Is he a good prospect to score tonight as well?
I hope so. He's in my fantasy team.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyone got any fantasy team players tonight?
Yeah, who are you relying on and what sort of weekend have you had? Let us know. How's your weekend gone fantasy-wise?
All right. I captained Haaland, so that was the best thing
good
I
move.
probably did. I had Jota. He scored. I didn't have Saka, which is a bit annoying. I had William Saliba, so he got a goal and a clean sheet.
Yes, he did, yeah.
Which was all right. So, yeah, I got 65 or something like that. But I always think if you get 70, that is probably quite a good week. So I need Cole Palmer to get maybe a goal or assist tonight. Get get me a 5-point haul.
Yeah, here we are, Chelsea down the right. Pinged over. That's delivered with some pace, that cross. It's almost gone out for a throw, but Chelsea have rescued it. And they start again. Good start, bright start from Chelsea.
Yeah, the sort of pattern looks set, doesn't it? Chelsea doing the attacking and Palace just trying to
you kind of expect Chelsea
defend in a shape.
You kind of expect Chelsea to have more possession, Dave, but they are actually attacking with it. This is not just hanging onto the ball. This is with purpose, isn't it?
So we could do with a corner, couldn't we? They're certainly getting the ball out wide, which is promising.
Yeah. In terms of corner markets, there will be plenty of those.
There's a chance for a corner. No, it went the other way.
It's kept in, hasn't it? There will be plenty of opportunities to get involved on the corner markets if you do fancy that, by the way. Don't forget about fast markets as well. What will happen in the next 5 minutes? We have first goal. We have what will happen in the next 5 minutes? A corner. I certainly think we get a corner. When I was researching this game, Dave, I noticed that Palace have won the corner count in 6 of their last 8 home games, and Chelsea have lost the corner count in about, I think it was 5 of the last 7. So Palace most corners was looking tempting, but having seen the opening few minutes, I'm not so sure now. Palace are 2.15 to have the most corners. Chelsea are 1.95.
Yeah, on the eye test.
Yeah.
You'd go with Chelsea, wouldn't you?
Chelsea over 4.5 corners is 1.6 in this game. And if you're looking at race to 3 corners, Chelsea are 1.6. Race to 5 corners, Chelsea are 2.0. And first half corners, I'd take this. Over 4.5 first half corners, 2.1. I think I'd be quite happy with that.
Some ice cream there. Oh, that's nice.
A full scoop as well. Yeah. Just the season, isn't it?
So I'm sort of hypnotised by that, watching that.
I don't know if I'm going to get Dave back, actually.
I feel like it's going to sort of open its mouth like that. Anyway.
It's all on the chat if you want to check it out. If you want to be hypnotised by it too, it's on there.
Another market tonight is bookings, obviously. And the man in the middle... your man in black tonight's showing yellow and red cards, but not blue ones.
Not yet. No, maybe thinking about blue ones, but not showing them.
It's Mr. Michael Oliver.
Oh, okay. Premier League top brass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he fairly consistent booking wise. He doesn't particularly ever go mad, but he very rarely keeps everything in his pocket. So he's actually shown a few red cards. He showed 2 in that mad match against Tottenham against Chelsea. And Tottenham had 2 players sent off, 2 reds in that one.
Oh, of course, that was him, yeah.
He showed a red to Diogo Dalot of Man United against Liverpool. Mm-hmm. He showed a red.
There he is, getting a first glimpse of him. Yeah.
Showed a red to Fabio Vieira of Arsenal as well.
Oh, right, okay.
Against Burnley. So he's had 4 reds in his last 8 games. Don't know whether he was getting a bit fractious ahead of Christmas. Perhaps
maybe.
Hadn't done his shopping.
Season for cards.
Yeah. Very good. This is his first game since...
Has he done the FA Cup?
Well, I thought on the website I'm looking at, I thought it listed all games he'd taken charge of. So he refereed Arsenal against West Ham on the 28th of December.
Yeah.
And his only game since was on the 3rd of Feb.
Has he had a winter break?
Does Michael Oliver have a winter break? Or did he go and referee a load of games in Saudi like some other?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
But his only game this year, he only showed 3 yellows.
Right,
so maybe he was feeling a bit chilled out after his break.
Yeah.
They were all to Everton against Tottenham.
Okay. I'm getting the same thing here, yeah.
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
He always seems sort of one of these omnipresent referees. Every sort of other game I ever watch, he's ref.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Simon Hooper.
Oh, I hate Simon Hooper.
Strong.
Yeah, it is quite a strong opinion, I admit, but based on his appearances in the Football League referee in Blackpool, I do not necessarily
don't like him.
agree with a lot of his decisions. I've been seeing a lot of what's he called? I've seen so much of him. I've forgotten his name. No, not Craig Pawson. Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson.
Yeah. I've checked 3 sites now, and it does appear that Michael Oliver has had a holiday.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. Hello, Navidar.
What's going on?
He says, why live not showing?
Why live not showing?
I'm not sure, Navidar, on the answer to that. On
Telegram.
Oh, again, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll look into it, Navidar, and work out what's happening. But yeah, I can't believe the good people of Telegram have missed the Michael Oliver chats. That for me is the biggest crime here.
So 9 minutes gone. I said about that Chelsea price. You could let it drift a little bit. It's now 1.77.
Right.
So sort of like a game of sort of chicken or dare. You just wait until you pull the trigger. But at the moment, they've had some attacking intent, but they haven't had a shot, have they? They've not made the keeper do anything.
No, they look good in the opening 3 or 4 minutes. But is this just a kind of, is this just a good start? Or the ball's played in and
good control.
Yeah, defended it really well to turn. It was a dangerous game. He clearly knew that no Palace players were around him.
Yeah.
Because if they had been,
Udinese have scored at Juventus.
They have. Gianetti with the strike.
Sounds like a good ice cream brand.
It does.
Well,
Lautaro Gianetti.
Yeah.
Would you order a couple of scoops or a tub of that?
Tub of the mint chocolate, please.
Are you a tub or a cone man? Or do you mix it up?
I like to mix it up.
Yeah. Depends on your mood.
I tend to go well, I'd probably be specific. Cone outdoors, tub indoors.
Right, okay. Yeah, I suppose, transporting-wise, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. He's a man of logistics, Dave Tyndall, even when it comes to cold snacks, or freezing snacks.
The outdoors, I don't know, you feel like you should have a cone in your hand and some sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Whereas indoors, you might be at a theatre.
Yeah, a bit more sophisticated to have a tub. Yeah. Absolutely. Koki says, just on YouTube, Navidar, hopefully you're catching us on there. We'll have a look at half-time into the old Telegram thing, but hopefully most of you are watching on YouTube or via the sportsbet.io website or other means as well, and hopefully you're managing to see us so far. You're not missing a lot if you're not watching the game. 10 minutes gone, Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 0. If you've just joined us as well, the free bet tonight will be split into 5 lots of 2, and we'll be doing some spot bets throughout the match. We are waiting for 2 corners, the first 2 corners for either side in this game, and once that lands, it will trigger a couple of free bets to be given away.
Chance for one here, maybe. Will Hughes has been fouled.
Yeah.
Kind of halfway inside the Chelsea half, so this is an obvious chance to play a set piece, which is always a threat of ours. So, if they play this to the back post, they'll head it behind. There's your first corner.
Yeah.
That's how I'm seeing this.
They've confirmed that Udinese have scored. And hello to Fretless as well. He says, hi, everybody. Welcome along, Fretless. 11 minutes gone. And it is Will Hughes himself, I think, isn't it?
It is, number 19.
Yeah. Quite distinctive.
He is, very
when
much
commentators
so.
on Palace, it's always easy. He's always easy to spot, isn't he?
So he's taking it left-footed, so he's going to swing it in. So I always think this helps the chance of getting a corner. You just need a little flick, and that will fizz out for a corner. And it comes.
Nodded.
That's a Palace head, I'm afraid. Yeah.
That's pretty disappointing.
It was Richards. Not seen much of Frankie yet, have you?
No. In terms of his Ballon d'Or credentials, I am sceptical. What about you? Where do you stand?
Probably agree with you.
Yeah.
He's done nothing yet to suggest that he's on my shortlist.
Yeah, but sometimes, Dave, all it takes is one moment in a match.
Yeah. Good luck with that, though. Can't see him. Well, who knows? He could have the last laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. When he's up there on the stage, he'll be laughing directly at us, I think.
If he has a...
Yeah.
Well, he was a big price to score. Anytime... have we got him as a price to score the first goal? Yes, player to score the next goal.
Yeah, he's priced up, isn't he? Yeah.
I almost feel like we should bet it, given the 13.5.
Because if he scores now, we're also going to have egg on our face.
13.5, Matthias Franke to score the first goal.
No corners yet. 12.5 minutes played. If you are having a look at the corner markets, over 3.5 corners in the first half is now down to 2.1. So it could start to be backable. And if you're looking at goals, Dave mentioned, you mentioned about sort of waiting, didn't you, in this one, and just waiting to see how the first 10, 15 minutes pan out.
Yeah.
Over 1.5 goals, which, as you mentioned, it's 72, was it? Was it more than that? How many games is over? Remind me, how many?
27.
27. Okay,
Yeah.
it's less than that then. It is 1.37 now, so it's not quite backable yet, but it's getting there. It's rising.
If there was a team that had won 27 in a row, they wouldn't be
No.
1.37, would
They
they?
would
They'd be
not,
much
yeah.
shorter.
Yeah. Yeah, Navidad mentioned that win for Ivory Coast last night. Yeah, Sebastian
Yeah.
Haller as well. Pleased for him.
Lovely story, that, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
Guy who had cancer and then he got the win. And did you see the goal as well? He sort of stuck his boot out.
Yeah. Mentioned on here actually a couple of weeks ago, he said once Ivory Coast got through and sacked their manager, the way they kept sneaking through, it was almost like it was written for them to do it.
Yes.
But Nigeria were good for most of that game, and they tired towards the end, didn't they? And Ivory Coast took full advantage.
Yeah.
Will Hughes making himself busy.
Yeah, there was a moment there in the corner where Conor Gallagher thought he's bound to win a corner here, but it deflected back the way.
Alexi is asking us, who do we think will win the Champions League? I mean, obviously Man City are favourites. They have been in imperious Premier League form. In the Champions League, all it takes is one off day, but City don't have many of those, do they?
No, I mean, you think once they got the first one,
Yeah.
now what?
And they've got a nice, easy-ish draw.
And then you look at the draw and you think, oh, look at the famous team there, and then but then you start to really think about it, and who's going to beat them?
Not Bayern in current mood.
Bayern aren't any great
No.
shakes. I would like to see a City Real Madrid final, because that'd be a real test, wouldn't it? If Real Madrid's such incredible belief that it's their trophy, 14-time winners.
Yeah.
Milan next best with 7.
With
dominance.
hopefully Bellingham back as well by that point. Yeah. You want City, Real Madrid with 2 fully fit squads really going at it.
Yeah,
don't you?
it'd be really frustrating if they play each other in the quarters. It was the semis last year, but I think if Madrid carry on the way they're playing, with Bellingham, they played really well, didn't they, against Girona at the weekend?
Yeah.
I think Ancelotti said that's their best performance of the season. It's like they're sort of peaking for again. So I would love to. That would be my choice of final, I think.
Yeah, seen a few people suggesting that Inter could go far again.
Yeah, what about Arsenal?
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal, maybe they're sort of reversing the 2 halves of the season. Last season they were great for the first half of the season, then tailed off.
Yeah.
This season they collected a lot of points in the first half of the season without looking great. But I was watching that West Ham game. We've got all their players, like Odegaard suddenly looks like he's coming back into it. Martinelli against Liverpool was great. Saka got 2. Rice has been great all season.
Yeah.
Don't know, that'll be an interesting one, Arsenal.
Because I suppose if you think about it, their chances of winning the Premier League title now, Arsenal, it's going to be pretty difficult to get City to slip up and Liverpool in the way they've been playing. It feels unlikely. So why not go all out for the Champions League?
Yeah.
Why not rest players at the weekend and focus on the Champions League?
I think no one's really thinking of them as a Champions League sort of winner, but they could just surprise if you. When Liverpool got to the final and the Klopp for the first time, that seemed a bit ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
But there's lots of ingredients there. If Arsenal get the right draws, they could go quite a long way.
Do we want them to avoid City until the later stages? Or, I mean...
No, I'd rather... What I really don't like is an all-English final or an all-same country final.
I agree with you on that.
Right,
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely. In terms of the outrights, by the way, available at sportsbet.io, of course, City are 2.9 favourites, Bayern are 5.0. Second, I find it hard to believe that Bayern are a short price than Real Madrid. 6.4 for Real Madrid, Arsenal 6.6, and PSG at 13.
They won't win it.
No.
Real Madrid have got Leipzig, so they should put them away. Who have Bayern got?
Bayern have got... I can't remember. It's PSG... Sociedad, isn't it, in the next round? Oh, Bayern have got Lazio, I think.
All right.
Yeah. Pretty sure they've got Lazio. So, yeah. Just on a quick aside, we mentioned that Aruka had been improving. They're taking on FC Porto tonight. They have scored after 1 minute, Aruka. It is Rafa Mojica who has got the goal. Header, bottom left-hand corner, 1-0, 1 minute, goal in Portugal already in that one. So, good start there. Also, 0-0 Almeria against Athletic Bilbao. So far, that game has been pretty even. There's been 3 attempts each.
Corner.
And it's the home side who've had the 2 shots on target. And corner number 1.
Ball sprayed out to the left to Ben Chilwell. Took it nice. I think, come on, Ben, whipping across. And it's blocked behind for a corner. So, number 1, first corner of the game to Chelsea.
Lovely stuff. We said that Chelsea probably reversed that recent trend of having the most corners, or having the least corners in Chelsea's case, with their early play. And, of course, it feeds into our over 3.5 first-half corners as well, which we did mention at 2.1. Michael Oliver's got his beady eye on this, Dave.
Conor Gallagher whips it in.
Yeah, all the way through.
That comes to nothing.
Yeah, Palace going to break here. I don't know how many players they've got up the field. Not many by the looks of it. Oh, hang on. They nearly found one.
Yeah.
But Chelsea have won it back. So we're halfway to the first 3 bet tonight. Spot bets, 5 of them. We'll pick another one once this one is done. And I'll let you pick the next one, Dave.
Okay.
If you're happy to take that responsibility on your shoulders.
I like to embrace the challenge.
Excellent.
It'll be who's got the longest shins in football. To me, it's Cole Palmer. His shins seem very long.
Do they?
Just because of the way he wears his socks.
Enough, clearly. Yeah.
He's just got very long.
Okay.
A long shin.
That'll be where my focus goes from now on.
Look at him now. Let's see. He's in picture there.
They are quite long.
It just seems to have these.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just slightly funny build on him.
So how do we win a 3 bet off his long shins again?
Yeah.
Dave will work on that. Yeah.
I'll workshop that at half time, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. We'll come to. There'll be some shin-based 3 bet winning in the second half. We just don't know how yet. Throw-in it is on the left-hand side. Those live in-play prices then, because I suspect there might be a few people who now want to get involved in that Porto game with them having fallen behind so early. They're still the favourites, very much so. They started the day at about 1-3. They're 1.94 now to win Porto in this game. The draw is 3.8 and Aruka are 3.6 to win that one. We expected plenty of goals. Over 2.5 is 1.2 and over 3.5 is 1.66. And talking of sides who need to come back from a deficit, Juventus at 2.42. The draw is 3.14 and Udinese are 3.1. Over 2.5 goals doesn't land often in Juve games, but for it to land tonight, it is 1.66.
That Chelsea price hasn't really budged a lot, has it?
No.
1.83. It's getting there, but we're nearly halfway through this first half, and not a lot of change. Just looking at some of the half-time, full-time double results. If you think Chelsea lead at half-time and then go on to win, that is Chelsea. That's one of the FA Cup final songs. It's 3.5. If you think Palace can lead at half-time and go on to win, that is 10. There was an amazing stat yesterday in the Man United Villa game, which I thought was staggering. So it said, I think it was something like the last 141 times Man United had led at the break. They hadn't lost any.
141?
And I think it was something like they'd won 120 of those and drawn 21. So it's like if Man United lead at the break, you've no chance.
No.
You would have thought.
Yeah.
If you'd asked me to guess.
Considering their form has been a bit ropey.
It's almost like their form is based on if once they go behind, they're no good. If they get the first goal, it sort of gives them some belief.
Yeah.
Whereas Palace with a decent shot.
Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. But
it just seemed to be an acres of space there. I think Chelsea just switched off at her.
They're breaking quite well, Palace. I must admit. I mean, Chelsea's defence has not been at it all season, has it? If you're going to produce a textbook on defending, it would not be based on what Chelsea have done this season, and that wasn't great either. But Palace definitely got a threat on the break here today. Do we expect Palace to score? We talked about both teams to score, didn't we, early on? But yeah,
I know we've been looking at this, and it just seems to be Chelsea with the ball in the Palace half. But if you look at the goal attempts, Palace have had 3, Chelsea none. 2 of those goal attempts on target as well. So Palace, they're the ones at least making the keeper do something. To score the first goal, Palace are 3.15 against Chelsea's 1.58.
Okay.
Worth a think.
Over 1.5 goals is 1.55 now. It's coming into backable territory.
Yeah.
We've played 23 minutes. We've not had a single goal. We've had one corner, not a single goal yet. But maybe over 1.5 goals is starting to tempt you in. Starting to tempt me in. As you can tell, I'm talking about it.
I imagine a lot of those 27 games in a row where it has gone over 1.5. I bet there's been a few 0-0s at half time.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
That corner? Oh, not quite. Everton, Man City, that was 0-0 at half time.
That was 0-0 at half time, yeah.
And a pretty good, realistic 0-0 because City hadn't had a shot, had they, on target?
No. Yeah, that's true. It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
There was a ball just hoofed out of play, but I think it just about went for a throw-in rather than a corner. So the free bet remains...
In the safe, locked away in the safe. Yeah. The code has not been cracked yet, but hopefully very shortly. We only need one more.
Yeah, I mean they're in the corner. But that's offside.
Oh,
Chelsea 1.86. If you're waiting for Chelsea to get to 2, we're creeping up there.
Yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? Porto equalised on 9 minutes. So we wanted goals in that one. It's Ivan Nilsson from the penalty spot. 1-1. Aruka 1. Porto 1. If you had both teams to score, you're collecting under 10 minutes in that game. Yeah, watch out for Ruka. I'm going to try and find their form, just as an aside here. They're in the Portuguese top flight, so I'm sure you're familiar with their work. But they, at the start of the season,
can't win a corner. They
won once between August the 13th and November the 12th, and they failed to score in 6 of 7 games. Then on December the 3rd, something clicked. I think it might have been a change of manager, actually, but something definitely clicked. They beat Boavista 4-0. They drew 2-2, won 3-0, won 4-1, lost 3-0, although that was to Benfica, lost 2-1, won 2-1, won 5-0, and then won away at Portimonense last weekend by 2-1. So whatever has happened between November and December, there was a break for the Cup in between those fixtures. They've just had a sort of a personality transplant, Aruka. So... goals seem to follow them around. Admittedly, next week they're playing Casapia, who are one of the lowest scoring teams in the league. But still, Chelsea have a chance into the box, Dave. It's sort of squirmed away.
Yeah, Ben Chilwell again. He's getting some space out on the left. The sort of game seems to be over the other side of the pitch, so every so often Chelsea will spray it out to Ben Chilwell. He couldn't quite get the ball under full control. Now Chelsea spread it out to the right.
This is corner territory.
Yeah, Gusto comes back inside, unfortunately.
The rotter.
And then that's through to the keeper. The rotter.
Yeah. The scoundrel. Alexi's asking us, what do we think the biggest problem for Chelsea has been this season? Is it spending money on players in the wrong areas? Or is it just signing too many players and not being able to bed them in? I mean, the simple answer is defending.
Yeah.
That's been a real problem, hasn't it?
They were set up to be a cautionary tale, weren't they, Chelsea? That if you spend £1 billion, the gods say will laugh at you and say, no, you've sort of gamed the system to do that.
Is that the FFP gods?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they invested in a load of young players who aren't proven yet.
No balance in terms of experienced pros. And I was reading an article. There's a good article in the Guardian today about FC Copenhagen ahead of their Champions League tie tomorrow, and that talks about how the blend of experienced players. El Younisi is there, and I can't remember the name of the Swedish guy. Victor Claesson's there, and they've got lots of young players coming through, and that perfect blend of old and new, old and young, not new, has helped them to get where they are, because the younger players are learning from the senior players, and the senior players, when their legs start to tire, the younger players are helping to carry them through. So it is all about striking that balance, isn't it?
It's just recruiting properly, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Liverpool do it well. Liverpool sort of have a style, and then they go out and pick a player to fit into that style.
Yeah, yeah.
So when someone's away, they're like, well, Endo will do that then. Where Chelsea just go, who's a really good player?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Oh, he looks good. He looks really good. Let's buy him. And then they don't really think how it's going to fit together.
Who's impressing in Europe? Right. Slap 100 million on, we'll have him, is basically how it was going, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. He's coveted by lots of people.
I mean, Cole Palmer's proved to be a really good signing, obviously, and there's a few of us as well.
But it's almost like, well, if you sign 20 of them, one of them will somehow fit.
Well, if you throw enough something at the wall,
yeah, exactly. So
and some of them certainly are that.
Yeah, so it's just with him. Yeah, I think it's just a numbers game where it's one or two of them had to fit really well, but the rest, the jury's out, isn't it?
And I suppose we haven't really seen much of Nkunku because of injuries yet either. So that was a big blow at the start of the season. Mudryk is a bundle of energy, but hasn't really shown much. Jackson looks a big waste of money.
I mean, Mudryk had played about 50 games ever.
Yeah. And Jackson had one sort of half good season at Villarreal.
Yeah.
Which, the tempo and the pace and the physicality of La Liga is very, very different to the Premier League. You need to be sure when you sign players from La Liga that they're going to fit in. Here come Palace to the byline. Nodded away as Mateta tried to get there.
Some sort of acrobatic shot on the edge of the box fails. But Palace.
Okay, here we go.
Palace keep the ball alive. It's going to be a shot from distance.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, yes, out of nothing. Palace have taken the lead. It's taken 29 minutes.
Oh.
Is it our mate? Is it our mate, Dave? Who is it? He's in a crowd. We can't see him.
Pile of celebrations. Oh, I'm delighted with that strike.
Oh, it's Jefferson Lerma.
Jefferson Lerma
has done one of these.
Yeah.
Well, that was a thunderbolt, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. We thought Chelsea had sort of cleared the danger here. And they got the ball there. This is just loose, and I don't know, it's a loose ball there. A couple of missed tackles. Lerma just picks up the ball and thinks, I'll just hit this.
Oh, yeah.
It absolutely connects.
That is lovely, isn't it?
Look at this terrible bit of defending. I don't know. Is it Caicedo? Sort of half gets caught on it.
Well, Caicedo was just mentioned a few minutes ago on the chat.
And then bang.
Oh, yes. Brilliant. Well, there's our goal. If you're on the over 1.5, you got on at 1.55. There's the goal that you required to get you up and running.
Yeah. And we said Palace, the only team who've actually had any shots up until this point. And there you go. We said there were, I think, 3.15 to score the
and they have been
first
scoring
goal.
At home.
Yeah.
I mean, not all goals have been like that, but that was great.
Yeah.
By the way, over 1.5 goals, I just checked seconds before that goal went in. It got as high as 1.62.
Oh, wow. Have you got on then? Have you timed that perfectly? Yeah.
1.62 it was before that goal was fired home.
And if you were saying, I'm not going to back Chelsea until they reach 2, well done, because you haven't. But if you say you still think Chelsea, well, they're now 3.3. I don't know. I think Chelsea are very much sort of good Chelsea and bad Chelsea. If it's going bad, I don't know if they've got the wherewithal to turn it around.
I'd say tonight's going bad.
Yeah. So is that them set now? It's going to be a bad day.
Well, here they go, trying to muster an immediate response, but that is cut out by Palace. I'm looking out for our mate, by the way. He's wearing 11, isn't he? I've not seen much of him yet. Franca, yeah.
But I mean, if you're a Chelsea fan, you must be going mad. You're going to a Crystal Palace team whose confidence is on the floor. You've had 32 minutes and you've not even had a shot.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing, Chelsea?
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
No, it's just not good enough.
Palace's home form is curious this season, by the way. They lost 4 in a row between October the 27th and December the 8th. Then they got that 1-1 draw against Brighton. They beat Brentford 3-1 and they beat Sheffield United 3-2. So suddenly their games have exploded into life at home. Chelsea cross, nodded away. We need that second corner. Genetic said, really bipolar team. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing to have had one corner in 30.
I know, yeah.
And that was to Chelsea. That's all. Right, Ben Chilwell down the left. Get it in.
Let's go out. Corner. No. Oh, it's kept in.
Get it back. Ben Chilwell, he gets it back, but he's now running in towards his own half.
Yeah. I must admit, Chilwell is one of the Chelsea players I do like.
Yeah, when he gets a run in the team. But
yeah, when he's not injured.
he's
Yeah,
so injury prone, isn't he?
Yeah. Here come Palace again. Could they add a second? Mateta's made the run down the middle. Can he pick him out? No, he goes for goal himself. And
Any
it's
deflection there, maybe?
His
I
face
don't think
suggests.
so.
Hey, it's Franca though.
Franca.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
get him on the short list.
Chelsea player's gone down holding his leg. Caicedo.
I think it is, yeah. Half time, by the way, Juventus 0, Udinese 1. Are we going to have a shock there as well in Turin tonight? Juventus trailing at the break. Stats-wise, Juventus, as you'd expect, have dominated 1.14 XG compared to Udinese's 0.52. They've had 66% possession, Juventus, 10 shots to 4, 6 on target, 4 off target, and 4 corners to 3. Very much feels like one of those games that, Dave, where Udinese have grabbed the lead because Udinese are not in very good form. And they have got to absolutely cling on for dear life there. Do we have faith in Juventus to turn it around, or do we think...
I've got more faith in Juventus than Chelsea.
Yeah. Second goal, Juventus 1.46 the price. You can still have a look at on the handicaps. Udinese plus 0.25 is 1.5. Udinese 0 on the handicap, so basically it's a win or draw. That is 1.7. Udinese draw no bet is 1.8.
So Caicedo, he seemed to hurt his knee when losing the ball for the Palace goal. You could see the replays. He's on the floor going, but then I don't know if he knocked it again. He's just stretching it out, a bit of ice pack on it.
Get some peas on it.
Yeah, but probably going to be all right.
Get some ice cream on it, maybe.
Yeah, get some...
Some mint choc chip on it.
Maybe we should come out with a different flavour.
Yeah.
Neapolitan.
Would you put the actual ice cream on or the box on? Well, probably the box, wouldn't it? Probably still be in its box. Would that be best?
For a knee injury.
For a knee injury, specifically for a knee injury.
Not specifically ice cream.
Yeah.
It'd be
rolling down your leg, wouldn't it? Melting down your leg.
Oh, you'd just be tempted to eat it all. I would. Are you a fan of ice cream?
Yes, I like ice cream. Yeah. Not strawberry. I'm not keen on strawberry ice cream.
No?
No.
So, say you go somewhere, you've got literally tub after rows and rows of the stuff. What are you picking?
I am picking some sort of toffee or salted caramel variant.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite place where you've had ice cream?
There is one in Polton Le Fylde near where my mum and dad's go, which is an award-winning ice cream shop, and that is terrific. But it's really good ice cream, but I also don't know whether my judgment is affected by kind of narrative and memories of really hot days going to get it there. But the ice cream is really good.
It's
reasonable as well.
I grew up in Cumbria, and there's an ice cream there in West Cumbria called Hartley's, and that is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yes, I've been there.
Have you heard of it?
Well, I was very little.
Yeah, that is a tremendous ice cream.
I was too young to... I was young enough to... I've seen pictures of it because we've had pictures of from the holiday.
Yeah.
So I'm young enough to sort of know that I went, but I don't actually recall the ice cream.
Have you got it all around your face?
Oh, undoubtedly, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably on my shorts.
Yeah.
But my mum and dad informed me that it was spectacular. Yeah.
There's a picture of me with ice cream all around my face. That's when I was 43 though, and I'm on holiday.
It's from earlier
nice
today. From earlier today. Yeah.
The second best maybe the joint first was in Lisbon.
Oh, okay.
Where it was some Argentinian ice cream shop.
Right. Okay.
And this lady just said, "Oh, you'll like this," and gave us a sample of. Marvellous.
There's a really good one in Blackpool as well, which has been in an Italian family for years and years. The hairy bikers always go there every time they visit Blackpool.
Right.
So that gives
just for everybody who.
Yeah, gives it a little bit of.
Who are the hairy bikers?
That's an international reference, isn't it? Yeah, and it's been in that Italian family's for years, but they only do vanilla, and they do it really, really well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you ever visited Blackpool, it's close to the Pleasure Beach actually, so you could combine the two activities. Anyway, let us know if there's an ice cream place near you that stands out.
Yeah, around the world. Maybe we could. We
could do an ice cream tour, Dave. Couldn't we?
Spark a holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go next. So if someone gives me a good ice cream recommendation, I could swing it.
Start in Cumbria, go via Blackpool, and then we hop on a flight and we go far and wide to
Lisbon.
your recommendations. Lisbon, and then So let us know. Best ice cream parlours or vendors near you, please.
In the world.
Yeah. And we'll get the official book out.
Where's this second corner going to come from?
So
We've not had it while we were talking ice cream, have we?
I don't think so. Slissy has shared a bet with us at Crystal Palace on the first half market at 6.0.
Yeah, well done.
That's looking pretty good. Yeah, well done, Slissy. Fingers
Is that
crossed
a
they keep
corner?
it. Is that going to be a corner?
No.
Oh, where are these corners?
Oh, Chelsea. This is dreadful, Chelsea, isn't it?
Yeah. So the first three bet has not landed. We're going to have to... Oh, yes, Slissy's cashed out. Even better. So we're not worried now. Not worried. We're going to have to go some to cram those free bets in the second half, aren't
It'll
we?
literally be anything, won't it?
Yeah. Referee to whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goal kick to be taken.
Cole Palmer to touch the ball.
Pochettino to look agitated.
Yeah, all of those.
I mean, that would have landed 6 times over, that one, already today. But yeah, Chelsea really not doing anything. Let's have a look at what options they've got on their bench. They have got...
Nkunku, have they?
Nkunku, Sterling,
Yeah.
Mudryk, Colwill, Chukwuemeka, Chalobah, and Kasady as well, who's back from his loan
So they've
at
got like
Leicester.
another sort of proper team, really, on the
Yeah.
bench. So they could just...
Well, they need to change something quick,
Yeah.
don't they? Yeah.
Because this isn't any good at all, is it?
Yeah.
As is it Genetics who said that? Who said Chelsea stinks?
Oh, yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
agree more. Yeah. Absolutely hum, don't
Shocker.
they? Yeah.
Viv says, as I have said many times before, time to liquidate Chelsea.
Yeah. Well, start the process, Viv.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't think on this basis anyone will miss them. Here they do come through Chilwell
Right,
down
come
the
on, win
left.
a corner at least.
It bounces off his bottom and out for a corner.
Throw in.
Throw-in, sorry, yeah. Got everyone excited.
Wishful thinking.
I was thinking corners, yeah. You're right. Sorry to get everyone's pulses racing for a split second.
I have to do some analysis of teams that play in ice cream kits.
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
What do you think? Do you think all teams playing ice cream kits put in poor performances?
They're all soft.
Yeah. Soft scoop.
If anyone's got the scoop on that, etc.
Very nice. Yeah.
Oh, this could be a corner, could it? No. Keep getting sort of moments and then nothing happens. So we've had no bookings, no Chelsea shots,
No.
one corner.
One corner, yeah.
At least we've had a goal.
I enjoyed that corner.
Thank
but
goodness
I might not-
for Jefferson Lerma's shot.
Oh, yes. Jefferson Lerma giving us a moment to savour, wasn't he?
Otherwise, it would have a bit of a damp squib of a first half, to be honest.
Indeed. At half-time, we will be looking ahead to, hopefully, some matches that will not be damp squibs. We have already heard at the start of the show from the guys on Tuesday's matches, so we'll stick on some previews of Wednesday's games for you at half-time. We may even throw in some Europa League action as well for you. Busy week here on Clubhouse TV. We're here Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday nights. And then, of course, the Premier League will return at the weekends.
No.
Chelsea
Let's go,
in the
Palmer.
Palace box. Will they have a shot from distance? No, it's played out instead. Dispossessed on the edge of the area. And Palace can break, which is what they've done well so far tonight. Can he find Mateta? Oh, he got him. Then he went
almost
himself,
got inside.
Franca.
That was that. I like that
Yeah.
from Franca, yeah.
Yeah,
Just showed a bit of pace.
yeah. I can get on board with the hype, I think. And Chelsea win it back. But yeah, Palace are quite dangerous breaking, aren't they?
Yeah, Palace second goal, 3.8. Chelsea, well, Palace 2.1 with a lead. Is that worth a look?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean,
Chelsea just haven't turned up, have they?
no. I mean, you could have a look at not necessarily Palace to score the second goal, but Palace to score a second goal at some point as well. That is available at 2.3.
Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, on this evidence, it's hard to see Chelsea equalising, but you never know. It just gives you that little bit of insurance, doesn't it?
I mean, this must be Roy Hodgson's absolute dream scenario, mustn't it?
Yeah.
You set up solid, you've looked solid, not allowed the opposition a shot on goal, and you've even managed a goal yourself.
From range.
Yeah, so the onus is all on Chelsea to to push, and that's when Palace have got a few players on the break that can hurt them.
If Roy Hodgson gets the chance for his team to sit in and punish you on the break, then I think that's what
I quite like that little moment from Franca. 7.5 any time. So we put it up. We can't.
Yeah, we can't.
Let's put it up.
Yeah, if he'd shown a little bit more composure,
Yeah.
he might have been in there.
Big price because he's clearly. If Palace score another goal, it's going to be probably on the break or from a set piece. So given the fact that Franca could be the one on the break.
Yeah. Here come Chelsea. Come on, get a corner. Let's get this free bet before half time. Cross is whipped in, nodded out. That is... Oh, it's up and out. Not quite there yet. Away towards Mateta. There's a looping ball from Ayew. But yeah, that was an opportunity for a corner. Not taken, unfortunately. And it remains Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 0, and still just a solitary corner in this game. I wish I hadn't chosen that market, Dave, for the first free bet, I must admit.
Yeah.
Pangs of regret I'm getting. We'll hopefully turn things around in the second half for you.
It's very unusual to only get one corner in the first half, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it was in the Real Madrid game at the weekend. I think the first corner came after about 60 minutes in that one, which was very unusual. I'm sure it was that game. There was certainly one on Saturday night anyway that had very few corners. Right, can Chelsea mount an attack before half-time? I don't think we're going to have much added time, by the way. We haven't had many stoppages in this one. Michael Oliver has let play flow.
Where are Chelsea trying to get to? I mean,
Gallagher spreads it out to the right.
Are they trying to go wide? So when they go wide, they come back in.
Yeah, cross is a little bit deep. And that is going to go out for... Oh, it's a throw again.
And there's no room through the middle. I don't really know where they... This don't look like doing anything, do they? They've not created one opportunity.
They have it on the halfway line here.
If you had the sort of heat map, it'd just be Chelsea sort of halfway inside the Palace half, going nowhere really.
Well, ball inside, almost reaches intended destination.
Come on,
Chelsea have won it back
Chelsea.
for Jackson. Oh, did that take a deflection?
That was Conor Gallagher.
Yeah.
He's the other
he's
man.
Your man, isn't he?
Yeah. He's
one of your men.
One of the two for the anytime score. That was Chelsea's first shot after 45 minutes.
No deflection on that. Just trickles wide.
Drags it a little bit.
Bit bouncy, wasn't it, that shot? A little bit bouncy.
Yeah. It's decently sort of shifted it and got in the shot early, but if that's all they've mustered in the first half, there'll be 3 added minutes, by the way.
Okay. Another goal in Portugal to tell you about. FC Arouca are back in front. Arouca 2, FC Porto 1, and it's from the penalty spot this time. It's Cristo, who now has claimed an assist and a goal in that game. So Cristo has put Arouca 2-1 up at home to FC Porto. Half-time in Spain, Almeria 0, Athletic Bilbao 0. Saw Bilbao going off at some very, very short odds in that game, but I don't know, I think going to Almeria, they are bottom and they are fairly rubbish, but Athletic Bilbao's away form just has not convinced me this season, so I think they probably will find a way to get it done, but 1-0 is probably your best bet in that one because I just don't see them finding it easy in that second half. In terms of the stats in that one, Almeria have had a couple of bookings. Expected goals 0.4 for Bilbao, 0.25 for Almeria. And
corner?
15 in total. Is that? No, I think he's given it. Has he given a goal kick?
Well, Conor Gallagher says that's a
He
corner.
wants a corner, yeah.
Referee saying, nah. I thought this was a corner. Watch this. I think it goes Gallagher onto the guy's leg, back to Gallagher, back onto the Palace defender's knee.
Yeah, I think that should have been. Yeah. We've been robbed.
We was robbed.
We've been cruelly denied. I think, Gallagher should have been awarded a corner there. Let's have a look at what's going on here then. So there's a shove in the back.
Who's that on?
So Silva was the man who committed
Are they
it.
looking at this?
I think so. And
so this is Munoz.
Munoz, yeah. Michael Oliver's looking directly at it and says no.
Don't think anything's going to come of that.
No, I think they've given up on that one. I think it would have been quite soft. What do you think?
Yeah, to be honest. I think he just sort of lost his balance a bit.
Yeah. But
Palace have got a free kick. Anderson's going to float one in. I'm not sure why he would take it. You think he'd be in the box.
He's got a good head of hair, though.
To be fair to him,
yeah. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you should be on free kick duty, I don't think.
You don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, that's true. You don't by heading things, yeah.
So, last couple of seconds in this first half.
What we're going to do, by the way, in the second half, when we come out,
there it is.
When they come out, I guess we come back. We will do a second free bet, but it will run concurrently with the corner as well. So when we get a second corner, that will land, and we'll chuck in another one as well. We'll have two on the go, I think, simultaneously. So that's what we'll do in the second half. We will be back. Hopefully, we're going to see a little bit more from Chelsea, unless, of course, you're on Palace, which you'll be hoping quite the opposite. But Roy, at halftime, what will Roy be saying very quickly before we go in the changing room?
Well, just say congratulations to my team for an excellent 45 minutes. Hopefully more of the same after the break.
Indeed, and there'll be more of the same here in the Clubhouse TV studio, once again, after the break.
On to Wednesday night then in the Champions League. We're going to start off with Lazio against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, of course, beaten by Leverkusen at the weekend. Harry Kane almost getting hate mail in the German press after scoring 1 million goals already. He's suddenly had a bad day and is persona non grata there, John Driscoll. Can we see Lazio causing Bayern any problems, or will this be Bayern bouncing back?
They need to bounce back, don't they? I'm not ready to write Bayern off yet. I don't know if you saw Thomas Muller's post-match interview, shouting furiously down the barrel of the camera.
He always looks like an angry man.
Yes, he does. I think he's got probably future Bayern Munich coach. It could be Bayern Munich coach very quickly if they lose to Lazio over 2 games. Well beaten by Leverkusen. Got to admire Harry Kane's dedication to never winning a trophy. He goes to of all the places to go, and suddenly out of the cup, not quite out of contention in the league. Still come back, won't they? But it's a ragged Bayern Munich, an unhappy Bayern Munich. It's not a bad draw, though, is it? Again, I think if you could have handpicked it, you'd have gone Copenhagen first, and then Lazio. They're not the Lazio that we've known at times. They're fine. They won. They beat Cagliari, didn't they? And Immobile got his 200th Serie A goal. But I think an angry Bayern Munich should be too good, even away from home. I think against Lazio. Massive questions as whether it was the right decision to get Tuchel in. There's no evidence at all that it was really so far. That is he an upgrade on Nagelsmann? No hint that he is, and if they don't win the league, a lot of it will go down to that decision that they made and some of the signings that they made. Eric Dyer playing, couldn't get in the Spurs team, and he's playing now for Bayern Munich. So
he's Harry's mate.
Yeah, precisely. I don't have them down as one of the. Anyone can win its knockout tournament, but they don't strike me as one of the best. They're not there with the very elite at the moment. Man City, Liverpool, Real Madrid. They're level below that, but too strong for Lazio, I think.
Bayern, the wounded beast, a dangerous beast, Gavin?
Yeah, I think so. They've had their troubles through the season, and they didn't have a great summer. Kane was the big expense in the summer, but they didn't sign João Paulinho from Fulham. They fell out with. Pavard left, who fell out with Tuchel, and they've been left a little bit light in defence. Tuchel's fallen out with De Ligt, Matthijs De Ligt, the Dutch centre back. So they look a little bit light in defence and midfield, where traditionally you'd expect them to be really strong. In attack, they're capable of scoring goals. Obviously, Kane is the sort of the lightning rod for the team, and is scoring goals for fun, as most strikers, centre forwards do, to be honest, with Bayern. But he's an exceptional forward, and is showing additional elements to his game this season that we didn't see with Spurs. But they're not the dominant power that they have been in previous years, and Leverkusen's resurgence under Abi Alonso is part of that. But there are wider issues with the club. It's such a dysfunctional organisation, but they always find a way to come through it. Bayern, and they will do in this competition. I think they will come through this game. they will come up against better teams, and I think there is City, there is Madrid, there are others. Bayern are not quite at that level, but they will be too strong. In this tie, and I think they will come through.
No chance for Lazio then, Gavin? No chance at all?
No, well, I think Lazio did very well in the group stage. With all due respect to Celtic and Feyenoord in that group stage, they were. It wasn't the strongest of pairings with those teams. So they are capable on their day of scoring. In the Olympic Stadium is a tough place to go to, but Bayern will rise to the occasion. I don't think they've got enough in them, Lazio, to really go any further in the competition. I think this is as far as. I mean, I think they're very pleased to have got this far. I think probably dropping down into the Europa League would have given them a longer run, but I don't think they've got the quality to really to make it any further in the competition. I think Bayern will prove too strong.
Since you mentioned Harry Kane going to places and not winning trophies, I was just trying to think about who's the most dominant domestic side that always wins their league. John, we could experiment and send Harry Kane there to see if he could scupper them.
Are we going there next? So it's PSG, isn't it? Oh, you would imagine would be the place to go, but they've managed a couple of times, haven't they? Unai Emery didn't win the title in his first season at PSG. So yeah, I think Bayern at the most 10 years in a row, isn't it? They are the most dominant team in a domestic league, which is weird considering that the other German teams are quite good. But no one can ever get to Bayern. And last season we thought Borussia Dortmund might do it, and they bottled it. We'll see. We'll see how good Leverkusen are, because we always discuss, does the best team in Europe win the Champions League? You could argue that this season the best team in Europe isn't in the Champions League, because you could say that it's Leverkusen, the way that they've been playing, and you collate all the leagues together. Leverkusen's form is probably better than anybody else's.
Well, when I was a lad, John, they were all champions in the Champions League.
Those were the days.
Far from true anymore. Anyway, you mentioned PSG against Real Sociedad, so we'll scroll on to that one. PSG, hot favourites here, John, to win this tie. 1.61 is pretty skinny. Real Sociedad 5.33 though. Is there any value in the Spanish team?
Yeah, there is. In fact, of all the games, this is the one. Real Sociedad to frustrate PSG, I think, is a definite worth thinking about. Put it that way. They can't score a goal at the moment, Real Sociedad. That's their problem. They were beaten 1-0 by Osasuna at the weekend. They've scored 11 goals in 13 games, which isn't very impressive. And in that spell, it's been different reasons. Some of them, they've dominated the game and wasted chances. And some of them, they've just really struggled to score goals, to create anything. So different reasons. Their front players not really working, and they've cycled through who they are. Takekubo is back, who was one of the sensations of the early part of the season and the Champions League group stages, but hasn't immediately hit his straps coming back in. But what Real Sociedad do really, really well, they're brilliantly organised defensively. Their press is ferocious. They'll be brave. They might even go man-to-man all over and put pressure on everybody on PSG. It'll be an interesting tactical battle. Obviously, Luis Enrique is a Spanish coach, and he'll be coming up against Imanol Alguacil, who is the Real Sociedad coach. They'll know each other. And it should be a really, really interesting battle. And so the prices on this suggest big European team full of superstars against a Basque club with a load of homegrown players. Okay, that's true. But I think on the pitch, it'll be a much bigger challenge for PSG. Now, they rested Mbappe at the weekend. Their form has been good. They're comfortably clear at the top in France. But Real Sociedad, a very, very difficult team to play against. As Inter would tell you, they topped that group. Remember, this is a weird one, isn't it? Because you assume that PSG are the favourites and Real Sociedad are the underdog. But Real Sociedad won their group, and they got ridiculously unlucky with their draw. They deserved Copenhagen, and they got PSG. But I can see, 6 goalless draws out of 13 games in Real Sociedad's games recently, some which they've dominated, some of which they've held on for. It's a possibility. So I would say low goal scoring is a definite thing to consider, and possibly even go whole hog on the 0-0.
Well, for Real Sociedad to keep PSG to a clean sheet, under 0.5 PSG goals is 5, and 0-0 is 11. So it's some value in that strategy, Gavin, isn't there? Can you see Sociedad being a bit of a thorn in the side of the French giants?
Yeah, I think so, because I think we always tend to focus on, and we're seduced by the the PSG forward line, obviously with Mbappe, but also Kolo Muani and Ousmane Dembele. They've got the firepower there to blow most teams out of the water. But teams that go there just to, and most of the teams that they face will defend deep against them and frustrate them. So they're used to playing these teams, but often they do struggle in the Champions League. We've seen this again and again. They struggle to find a way through, and they relying on the individual brilliance in the past of Messi and Neymar. Mbappe is on a par with Messi and Neymar, and is capable of winning games single-handedly. But there will be days when he doesn't do it, and he gets frustrated. And this could be one of those days. I think of all the teams that are capable of doing it, Sociedad are the one. So this is potentially a very difficult game for PSG, and it might be that I think 0-0 is a perfectly reasonable scoreline. I think I can see PSG sneaking something late in the game. But it's going to be a frustrating night, and that's been the history of their times in the Champions League under the Qatari ownership. They've got the stars, they've got the money, but they haven't always had the results.
Yeah, just when you start to believe in PSG, they let you down, don't they? And Real Sociedad's home form, John, is it good enough if they could keep PSG to a small score to take them back to Spain for the second leg and do a job?
It's a good atmosphere, and they've redone their stadium, and it's much better than the old Anoeta with the running track around it. They've struggled to score goals, though. That's the problem, home or away. Their approach won't be that different. It won't necessarily be that they defend deep against PSG, but there will be a defensive plan. There will be, and it will be based around pressing hard, and it'll be based around hard work. It could be that they try and really put pressure on PSG high up the pitch. Obviously, you Gavin said the names there, so you're leaving gaps behind you. So I can see them both being close and low-scoring games. If PSG do win this 2-0, I can't see a way back. I can't see Real Sociedad scoring many goals. That's their problem. Or they just can't import big-name superstars. So they've got this brilliant, remarkable record of producing Basque players, and not even just Basque, literally around their area, where half the Premier League coaches currently come from as well. So it's a remarkable footballing area, remarkable footballing story. The biggest contrast in this Champions League that you can imagine.
Two really good games, though, in the Champions League on Wednesday evening. You can catch all of the action on Clubhouse TV with sportsbet.io, so make sure you join us there.
every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League live as they happen. This is Clubhouse TV.
Yeah, welcome back to Clubhouse TV. Second half about to get underway at Selhurst Park. And Dave, it was, would you say unremarkable or disappointing? Or would you use a different adjective entirely?
Well, I think with Roy Hodgson, it was absolute, went to plan.
Perfection for Roy Hodgson.
Yeah. Low block, kept Chelsea at bay, got a goal. If you're Chelsea, you'd be thoroughly underwhelmed, but I think they're going to bring on Nkunku by the looks of things.
It does look that way, yeah. If you're on the chat, do join in, come and say hello, and potentially win yourself some free bets in this game. Sadly, we didn't reach 2 corners in that first half. Sadly, and unbelievably, we didn't reach 2 corners in that first half. So no free bets yet, but that rolls on.
Boy.
When corner number 2 happens, there will be a free bet. And Dave is also cooking up something as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to make it easy. I feel like we need to get this ball rolling.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a shot on target.
Okay.
From anybody.
Yeah. So we're looking out for a shot on target and a corner. And when they land, we'll do a free bet. We'll say go, go, go in the chats. Jenny will say go, go, go in the chat. Then we'll give you about 2 minutes, something like that. When we end it, we'll pick some winners.
Bit of a delay to the start of the second half. Michael Oliver's equipment isn't quite working.
No, his technical equipment.
So Nkunku comes on for. Wait and see.
Yeah, Nkunku about to come on. By the way, Juventus thought they'd equalised, but it was chalked off. It was Milik with the strike, but it remains 1-0 to Udinese in Turin tonight.
Waiting to see who these substitutes are.
Yeah. We are just waiting for Michael Oliver's equipment to kick back in.
It's fairly common, this, isn't it? You see the ref being wired up. Problem with his arm.
I've got a text from our very own James Butler.
Yeah.
And he says, Chelsea have had the most successful passes in any half of any game in the EPL in the last 20 years without having a shot on target. Feels about right.
That's what we watched, I think.
Yeah.
It's very much what we watched. A lot of sideways passing.
Loads of sideways passing. Bit of forward passing that didn't result in any corners, unfortunately, as well. Imara says a Palmer goal would be nice. A Palmer goal, a Gallagher goal for Dave, and a Franca goal. That's a perfect combination for the second half.
Have a bit of that.
Yeah. If you do fancy getting involved at this stage, by the way, Chelsea are 4.0. The draw is 3.1. And Crystal Palace are 2.1 to go on and win this. Over 2 goals is 1.33. Over 2.5 goals can be backed at 1.9. So a couple more goals in this game. 1.9 if you fancy that. Palace 3.6 to get the second goal. Chelsea 1.65 to grab it. And for there to be no further goals, it is 4.7. We're still waiting here as well, aren't we?
I think somehow it's connected to my computer, which is also...
oh, really? Unless your computer's slowed Michael Oliver's equipment down.
Yeah, the two are linked, because my computer is not working.
Okay.
Is yours all right?
Yeah, mine is the sole survivor at the moment by the looks of it. But I'll give you some prices for around Europe while we wait. At Athletic Bilbao, 2.25 against bottom club Almeria, who are 5.0. According to Almeria currently in that one. The draw at 2.45. Juventus, who thought they got their way back into it, are now 4.33. Udinese are 2.12, and the draw is 2.83 in that one. And finally, I am dipping back into Portugal. Porto thought they'd equalise, by the way, but it remains 2-1 to Arouca at the break. Porto are 2.57, the draw at 3.1, and Arouca can be backed at 2.90 in that one. So there's some games from around Europe which are currently underway. We have other games which are sadly less entertaining than that as well.
I like this game. So my computer's working again. That's the good news.
Oh, that's good.
Michael Oliver's arm equipment is still not quite there.
No, your computer's working, but Michael Oliver's arm is not working.
No. I was at Anfield earlier this season when, I can't remember, one of the refs came out, I think before it even
Simon Hooper?
kicked off, probably. I think, come on. So basically the players are just jogging around trying to keep warm.
And what is a very cold night, a chilly night.
Keeper's doing a few keepy uppies. Madueke is the man who came off for.
Okay, right, we've got to the bottom of that then. Yeah. Excellent. He hadn't done much, had he?
No,
not really. So yeah, just to reiterate, we are waiting on a yellow card. No, we're not waiting on a yellow card. I made that up. I was looking at yellow cards on my screen. We're waiting on it. We might be later on. We're waiting on a corner and a shot on target to land some free bets. What I was going to tell you is that Almeria have had a second yellow card and gone down to 10 men against Athletic Bilbao. Ramazani is the man who has made way after 53 minutes, been given his marching orders. So Almeria 0, Athletic Bilbao 0, and a red card to the home side. Right, Michael Oliver, you've had 15 minutes to check this. And now you're faffing about.
They're trying to on his right arm. Maybe his left arm. There's some interference there. He's bionic.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're trying to wrap him up on his right arm.
Hopefully we'll be back underway in a moment or two.
Craig Pawson's the fourth official, looking frustrated.
Yeah, he wants to get home, doesn't he?
Yeah. Pochettino's just slumped in his chair. Wondering what's going on.
He hasn't
probably.
aged much over the past decade, Pochettino, has he?
He hasn't, to be fair.
No.
He was talking about his hair not falling out the other day, actually.
Was he?
Yeah.
What was he saying about it?
I think they were trying to make out that it must be really stressful. And he went on a bit of a speech about if a farmer's crops fail, that's stress.
That is stress.
This is just football. I still have good hair, he said.
Yeah.
So,
and to be fair, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Koki says, what happened? Why the second half not started? It's a problem with the referee's equipment on his arm, Koki. So they're just trying to fix that at the moment. Hopefully that will be sorted very soon. They're sending Pochettino to have a look.
Yeah, Poch.
Yeah.
Does a bit of techie work on the side.
He's saying turn it on and off again.
Yeah, very much similar to what we were doing.
That worked for us earlier, yeah.
And Michael Oliver, he's got like a sort of headset like Madonna. Or possibly could have come up with a more recent reference than that.
That's quite a universal reference, though, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift.
Oh, there you are. Very
go.
Contemporary and relevant, yeah.
It's hard not to read about Taylor Swift this weekend. I couldn't help but read about her. I did read. So the guy she's going out with.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name.
Travis Kelce.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was reading an article what sort of boyfriend he is, and apparently he's a golden retriever.
Is he?
There's 5 types
of
boyfriend, and he's a golden retriever.
I imagine golden retriever is a pretty good one, is it, to have?
I think it was
better than Rottweiler.
Yeah, one of the nicer ones, I think.
Yeah.
But I think there was one negative to it. I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe he's a bit too sort of soppy.
Maybe, yeah.
A bit docile, I don't know.
Maybe he is, yeah. Anyway, if things get dull in the second half, Dave will read that article, I think.
Yeah, the other 5 boyfriend types.
Yeah.
What are you? Are you a Rottweiler?
No, definitely not.
I think a German Shepherd was another one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Big?
I don't know what that...
Great Dane? That
I
one?
clearly rather glossed over the article and didn't take it in.
No. Well, you took in one bit of it, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was trying to find out what I would be, and I couldn't find any category that I fell into.
Unspecified hound.
I feel the article hasn't been thought through enough.
No. Maybe there's a 6th type that you fall into.
Possibly.
Yeah. Back underway. Finally, says Koki. Yep, we have another 45 minutes here at Selhurst Park. Michael Oliver's equipment is back up and running. Dave Tyndall's computer is back up and running, and thankfully, the game is back up and running as well.
So free bets wise, we need another corner.
Yeah.
And we need a shot on goal.
We do. And if one or both of those land, which hopefully
they could land at the same time,
they could. We will we'll launch another one for you. Remember, you are waiting for Jenny to say go, go, go in the chat. Once that has happened, we need your username, please. Without your sportsbet.io username, I'm afraid no free bets can be doled out today. So we do need that from you. And you need to get that in within the allotted time period as well. Simple as that, really.
Yeah. Second half, it's sort of rinse and repeat, isn't it? It's just Chelsea. Ooh, right.
Yeah, this is how they started the first half, isn't
So markets have just vanished.
Okay.
Is there something going to happen?
It's Chelsea on the attack.
I don't think. Oh, hello. I think we might have a Chelsea equaliser.
Oh, okay. Very early in the second
ball
half.
down the right. Crossed in. Bang!
Oh!
And it is Conor Gallagher.
Hey! Dave's bet lands, and Chelsea are level. Heartbreak for Roy Hodgson, but joy for Dave Tyndall. Well, there he is. It's your man.
Yeah, there we go. The old former player goes back to his former club, gets a goal.
Yeah,
he celebrated that one, though, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did.
He didn't go all Declan Rice. He thought, "No, I'm going to celebrate this. We needed this."
The old ex-player system strikes, Dave.
Just make sure it's good. So it's across from, was it Gusto down the left?
Yeah, it's a good move, isn't it? That?
And
It's
a good
really
finish,
move.
yeah.
Yeah. Well. We could have a really good second half. Over 1.5 has landed, by the way. So that's 28 now.
That is a shot on target. So
That is a
free
shot on
bet
target.
has
Yeah,
landed.
so one of these. Who would have thought that at half-time, when you said we need a shot on target, it would have landed before getting a couple of corners?
There you go.
Well, the usernames are coming in. Alexi, Genetics, Manuel Alonso, Brahi, you've got in slightly ahead of Go, Go, Go. I am going to count you. Don't worry. We will count you in that total. That is fine. But anyone who comes in after it's closed, no, I'm afraid not. So, get usernames in. We will be picking 2 of you out, courtesy of a random number generator very shortly. We'll count up the number once they're in, and we'll go from there. So, free bet has landed. The first of the night. It's taken 48 minutes, Dave.
Yeah. That second half took a while to get going, didn't it? Not because of the play itself, just because of the actual match to restart. But once it did restart, within 2 minutes of the second half getting underway, Chelsea are back in the game and have landed a free bet.
In fact, Genetics and Manuel Alonso, you are back in. So I will, you'll find, and Alexia will count you. You got in a bit too early. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of you have got in for the first 3 bet of the night. Here's a corner.
Well,
Right.
there you go.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's all going on, isn't it? Hold your horses. We're not going to do that just yet.
So we settle the first one.
We'll settle the first one here. Right. I'm going to generate a couple of random numbers for you, and we will see who's won the first 3 bet. Meanwhile, Dave will keep his beady eye on this corner and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll just give you the prices while you
Yeah.
random number generate. Chelsea now 2.02 to turn this one around. That corner is flicked away. Palace 6.2 to win the game now. The draw, which is currently landing, is 2.62.
Well, the random number generator has thrown up the biggest number of the lot, 16. Imarios, you are the first free bet winner. Well done to Imarios. You are a winner. Let's pick another one. Random number generator has gone for 12. 12. I make that Nenek. Nenek, you are a winner. Imarios and Nenek are the first 2 winners of the free bet. Right, give us a moment or so and we will do the second free bet in just a second. And then we need some conditions for the third. What are we going to do? We're going to make it difficult or easy, Dave? What do you reckon? Somewhere in between.
Is it your go?
It is my go, yeah.
So I'm going to throw it on.
Pressure's on me, isn't it? Yeah. That's why I'm trying to ask you to try and get out, trying to squirm my way out of it. It's not working. He's wise to it. He's thrown it straight back.
Hakan says, "How about a card?"
Yeah, I think
That's a
that
good
might
shout.
be the way to go.
Yeah,
actually,
that's a good
yeah. Right, should we do a second go? Wait for Jenny to say it, and then again, once again, same process. Usernames in, please, for your chance to win another free bet. As Chelsea go close, and that was Cole Palmer.
Yeah, with his long shins.
Are long shins better for shooting or worse for shooting?
I think better. I think you've got longer levers. he sort of cuts back inside, but sort of slightly drags it wide.
Do you see what you mean about the shins? Yeah.
The socks might exaggerate the look of it.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. Yeah, I do see where you're coming from. I was sceptical initially, but I do see where you're coming from.
Are we ready?
I think we might be. Wow, 2 free bets landing within seconds of one another there. That is only the second corner of the game as well, which is extraordinary, really. Up and under from Chelsea. Palace with some defending to do, and Nkunku causing all sorts of mischief. Anderson gets it clear, though.
Oh, a bit of a gif.
Here we go. We're gifting. And we're in.
A kid I used to take my kids to Toys R Us to do that.
Yes. They'll let you. Smiths is the equivalent now. They let you have a go on those, don't they?
Passes away the
Not
time.
let you have a go. Let the kids have a go.
Kills an hour.
Yeah. Does indeed, yeah. We've got 15 of you in so far. Any other names? Get them in if you want your chance to win a free bet. 15 with Ramsey in there. 16 with Brahi. Let's see if we can beat the number from the previous one, eh? We need one more to go in to get there. Meanwhile, there's a foul committed. Yep, Flockie's in as well. That makes 17. We'll give you another sort of 30 seconds or so to get your usernames in. And then we shall be doing another generator.
Yeah, that was Chelsea's actually first shot on goal. That.
Brahi, you're in. Was it?
Mm.
Ah. Yeah, Brahi, you're definitely in.
So you do sense that if confidence in the Palace team is low, and it is, you'd fear for them a little bit.
That was a bad time to concede, wasn't it?
Straight away. I mean, Roy must have said, all positive things after keep doing what you're doing. Oh, we'll be fine. And then they get it straight away, and just a sort of cross and a shot. I mean,
it's easy, really. It was a good goal, but it was from a Palace perspective, it was disappointing.
You would have thought it was defendable, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Right, 17 of you in then. Here we go. Let's generate some numbers. First free bet winner is number 9. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Osman. Osman is the winner of the first free bet. Let's generate again. 15. 15, that is Ramsey. Ramsey, you've won as well. So Osman and Ramsey are the 2 winners. Congratulations to you two. You are joining our 2 previous winners, Nenek and Imarios, in the pile. Deflected loops cross from Palace. Edge of the area. Chance for another thunderbolt from distance. Oh, it's an effort from our mate there. Franca had a go. And now Chelsea can possibly break. Well, this game's livened up.
Very much so, yes.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere really in that first half, especially from a Chelsea point of view. Now that Conor Gallagher equaliser.
Really sparked it into life, hasn't it?
Yeah, 2.14 for Chelsea. Palace 6.2. The draw 2.44. In terms of the third goal of the game, Palace to get it 3.95. Seems quite big, maybe. Chelsea 1.82. And we've got those anytime score prices. About Nkunku, he's 4 to score the third. Well,
yeah,
it's actually just any time he's 4.
He's looked lively, hasn't he? Yeah.
He scored a really good. Took his goal really well at Anfield in the loss to Liverpool. It was a sharp little turn. But to score the next goal, then Nkunku is where has he gone? Can't even see him. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Why is he not listed?
Yeah, is he?
Can you see him on there? He's not there.
He's not. No, he's not on mine. Let's have another look.
They've not updated it.
Yeah, unless it's just that he's not. Yeah, they've not had him. He's been on the field for a while. I mean, he's been on the field for ages because he was. I got him 4.0 from Nkunku on mine.
Isn't that any time?
Oh yeah, sorry. Did you say next goal?
Yeah.
7.
Oh, you found him at 7.
7 for next goal.
Yeah.
7.2 actually. It's just gone up a smidge as we were talking about it.
Cole Palmer did have that shot.
Yeah.
Just now, 6.7.
Let's launch free bet number 3, shall we? I'm gonna take the suggestion.
Shot from Chelsea, another corner.
From Hakan, who said
corner.
a card.
First
card of the game. That will trigger another free bet. So let's see, shall we? A card in this game to anyone. I'm going to also say, even if they're not on the field, We will do it.
So if a manager gets a bit lippy.
Manager gets lippy, a sub infringes on the action. We will, we will still be doing that. Come on, Juventus, says this. Yeah, Juventus 0, Udinese 1. Bit of a shock result. XG 1.46 Juventus, 0.57 for Udinese. One of those where they have scored and they have clung on for dear life. They've got 10 minutes plus injury time to see the job through. Juventus have had 71% possession, 13 attempts on goal to Udinese's 5, and 6 shots on target as well. So, it has been dominance from Juve, but they've been unable to get that goal. They thought they had it, but Milik's strike was ruled out.
It's a blow to their title hopes, because this would leave them still 7 behind Inter, and Inter would have a game in hand.
Yes, and they beat Roma, didn't they, in what was a tricky-looking game at the weekend. Juve would be winless in 2. No, winless in 3 it would be with this. Drew with Empoli, lost to Inter, and now this as well.
Udinese would move up to 15th, which is big for them, because the relegation slots, Verona third bottom, have got 19, so massive result for Udinese.
Yeah, absolutely. It is indeed. As Palace try and bring it forward. So 1-1, 58 minutes gone. We are awaiting, for the free bet purposes, a yellow card in this game.
About here, no, a bit of grabbing there by Wharton.
So for our actual bets, Dave, we're waiting on, obviously a Franca goal would be a nice bonus. Your best bet's already landed in this one. Where do you sort of steer us from here?
Yeah, for the next one. So right now, Chelsea in the draw is the same price, 2.28.
Okay.
Palace are 6.2.
Yeah.
I'm sort of half tempted by the Palace price.
Okay.
As a sort of unexpected twist. It's very easy to concoct.
Hammer blow.
Yeah, it's easy to concoct a story whereby Chelsea inevitably go on to win.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if I trust them.
No. Another couple of goals. 2.85. What do you think of that? We did say both teams to score at the start of the game. But we weren't really that hot on goals in this game outside of that. And over 3.5 is always a bit of a big shout. But given that Chelsea have got the equaliser so quickly out the blocks in the second half, is 2.85 worth a go?
Could be. If you are pro Chelsea here and you think maybe they'll strike fairly quickly, you could scroll right down to the bottom where you've got the 70-minute and the 80-minute result markets. 70 minutes, Chelsea are 6 to be leading after 70 minutes.
Well, the corners are flying in now.
So basically that's, 10... That's 10 minutes. Chelsea have got to get another goal and be ahead at that 70-minute mark. If you think it would be a bit slower, the 80-minute result, Chelsea are 3.2. Palace, by the way, in those same markets. Palace are 9 to lead after 70 minutes and 6 to lead after 80.
Palace's first corner of the game here, by the way. So that is 2-1 Chelsea on the old corner markets. We also have, is that Thiago Silva down?
Silva.
Yeah.
Holding his groin, so I think that means he's coming off. I think they're thinking that.
Did you call him Terry Silva then?
Did I?
I don't know. I just wondered, is Thiago the sort of South American equivalent of Terry?
All right, Terry. I don't know.
I bet Roy Hodgson knows a Terry Silva.
Yeah, I reckon.
I reckon he does a Terry Silva.
Buy some dodgy stuff off the market.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I bet he does.
Roy, I've got these jeans in the back. You'll love them.
Levi's. Yeah.
Mint, proper quality. And Thiago Silva, well, he got up, but he's sort of high-fiving his teammates. He's wandering off.
Yeah.
If that is a sort of groin, you think that might be him not playing in the Carabao Cup final.
The physio looks about 12 years old. Is he on work experience? The one on the right.
He does, doesn't he? Looks like St John's ambulance. Colwell's come on anyway.
Okay, so we have had a change.
So Palace, from this corner. Will Hughes whips it in.
Oh, nodding towards goal and out for a goal kick.
Yeah.
Still 85 minutes played. Juventus 0, Udinese 1. 72 minutes played. Almeria 0, Athletic Bilbao 0. Arouca 2, FC Porto 1 in Portugal. Goalless in Spain as well. Valladolid Albacete, by the way, that is goalless. I thought that Valladolid might win that one tonight, but 90 plus 7, and that is goalless. And where it's certainly not goalless, Saint Etienne 5, Troyes 0 in the second tier of France tonight. So a resounding win for a Saint Etienne side who are closing in on those playoffs, but they had lost their 2 previous games. So this is a big turnaround for them. They're 5-0 up.
If you fancy the draw, by the way, I'm going to ask you, and you probably know where I'm going with this. When do you think the last time these 2 teams drew?
I don't know that, actually, but I'm going to have a guess at 2020.
1995.
Got miles off, wasn't I?
Yeah,
height
it's a
of
terrible
Britpop.
guess.
Yeah, really bad guess. Yeah. Because actually thinking about it, if it was only 2020, you wouldn't have really brought that up, would you?
No. So you should have.
Yeah. 1906, Dave. That's my guess.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20.
But quite a few.
28 games since they last drew.
The exact same number that we've had over 1.5.
Yeah.
Well.
And then in terms of this actual, the actual results, the non-draws are basically all Chelsea wins. So Chelsea have won the last 13.
So just one of those sides that Palace struggled to beat then.
So they're a classic bogey team. So it's whether you're in the Mellorian school, Neil Mellor school, of the due one.
Right, okay, yeah.
So what does that mean, though? Are we due a draw, or are we due a Palace win?
It sounds like we're due a draw, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit of chat from Slissy and Koki about Juventus and the Bilbao game as well. Slissy says, Koki says Bilbao to win should be a nice bet. They're 1.93 now, Bilbao. They are against the clock a little bit because we are hitting 75 minutes there. But they're also a man up against the side who are bottom of La Liga. So, 2.0 for Athletic Bilbao. It does at this stage look like quite a nice price. That is available, of course, on sportsbet.io. And Juventus, well, they're probably not going to win now, but to bag a draw, 5.0, just one more goal in that game, is available at 3.25 if you want to get involved that way. 63 gone then. We are a bit behind, obviously, because of the Michael Oliver's faulty equipment.
Faulty arm.
Yeah, he had a faulty arm, didn't he, at half-time. Wasn't moving up or down or around. He tested it, wasn't able to dish out yellow cards. We are waiting for him to dish one out.
Yeah, he was sort of trying to raise it, it kept falling.
Yeah, it wouldn't quite reach his pocket.
No, it's design fault. You have to say, since Chelsea equalised, you would have thought they would have grasped this a bit more.
Yeah, it's Palace on the attack at the moment.
But Chelsea haven't had a shot on target since.
Jordan Ayew plays a ball through. He's just put a little bit too much on that, I thought, and the keeper collects. I like Jordan Ayew. Do you like Jordan Ayew?
Yeah, it's very easy to say, oh, what does he do? But I think if...
he's industrious, isn't he?
He's industrious, and I think he does the sort of unglamorous stuff that his teammates and manager really, where a fan might say, well, he hasn't scored much there, or he's...
I guess his issue is that he gets categorised as a striker, yet doesn't score many goals, but every club needs a non-scoring goal striker, as long as they do the dirty jobs.
Yeah.
Another corner. Let's come off Richard's last.
In Liverpool's title season, Roberto Firmino didn't score a Premier League goal at home until the final game of the season.
Oh, right, okay.
And and yet people were very aware that he was doing a good job. And I think in a sort of similar way, Jordan Ayew does that grafting hold at work. Yeah,
I always like Firmino. Maybe I just like hard-working, non-scoring strikers.
Yeah.
Maybe I found my niche.
I think with Firmino, though, he could score goals, so it was a bit odd.
He was a good finisher, wasn't he?
Yeah. So, but he just had these stretches where he didn't.
But I guess if you're doing everything else, you're not getting in the positions to tuck him away.
Yeah.
Here come Chelsea again. The corner is redistributed. That's another one.
So they're starting to win the corners now, aren't they?
We're racking them up now. That's corner number 5 in this game.
What was that bet you said at the start? Was it Palace?
Well...
You said something like Palace normally get more corners at home than the opposition.
Yeah, Palace had won the corner count in 6 of 8 of their home matches, but the way Chelsea started, we suggested that Chelsea would get more. Yeah, and they were 2.15, I think. No, Palace were 2.15. Chelsea were 1.95 to have the most corners. So at the moment, that's looking quite good.
Yeah.
as Munoz chases down a ball that was humped upfield. He looks a bit tired, Munoz. Worked hard down the left today. I guess you could say the whole of the Palace squad have worked hard, really, because they've kept Chelsea at bay. Barring the goal, they've kept Chelsea at bay for the majority of this game. Albeit, Chelsea haven't really offered that much. Here come Palace again. Foul, says Michael Oliver. Not going to be a card, though.
Is anyone else tempted by Palace?
Yeah, let us know. Anyone on Palace already?
I sort of see... Are Chelsea really more obviously likely to win? 2.62 compared to Palace's 6.2. It's a massive difference. I know it's easy to think Chelsea will now go on and win. I don't know. I'm suspicious.
Yeah, they've got a suspicious mind, haven't you? 1.63 for over 2.5 goals, so just one more in this game. 1.63. That's where we were at before the first goal went, actually, for over 1.5.
Yes, that's right.
So we're back there now for another goal in this game.
Cross comes in.
Good cross, decent delivery. No one's picking up on the right. Chilwell, yeah.
Feels he should have got it on target at least.
Do you feel he should?
Probably, yeah. I think he went for power, didn't he?
Yeah.
Caicedo did quite well. Got to the byline.
He did, yeah.
Cross was sort of half cleared.
They were slow to pick Chilwell up, actually, weren't they? No one was tracking his run.
But he
put his laces through it.
It's not far off.
Yeah,
The keeper,
that's a decent effort.
Henderson might have said he'd saved that.
Yeah. But yeah.
He had a run, didn't he, where he was scoring lots of goals, Chilwell.
Yeah.
He is, for an anytime goal.
Yeah.
He is... I don't know what he's 14 for an anytime goal. To score the next goal, Chilwell is 22.
Okay. Fast markets are on the sportsbet.io website, by the way. At 5-minute markets, who will be winning between 71 and 75. First goal, or next goal, I guess, to come between 71 and 75. Who will score it? Will we have a Palace corner in the next 5 minutes? 5.75. A Chelsea corner in the next 5 minutes? Probably more likely 3.75. That market's just disappeared, so maybe something's happened there. We have the corner handicap on the 5-minute markets. Corner awarded between 70 and 75 is on there. Oh, a booking between 71 and 75. That is 3.2, if you like the look of that. We also have sending off markets in the next 5 minutes as well, because if we haven't had a single yellow, I feel that's probably a little bit more unlikely.
Do you want to get another free bet kind of running alongside it?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's on me, isn't it? It's on me to think of something.
What do you fancy?
Right, let me have a little think.
I can tell you what, Dave has a think that Juventus are seconds away from losing that game at home to Udinese tonight. That would be quite the shock. 1-0 down in the first half, and they haven't managed to pull it round. As Dave said, it would mean that they lose valuable ground on leaders Inter. And actually, we're talking about Inter and the Champions League earlier. If Inter wrap up that title early, which, given Juventus and their faltering, they might do, that might give them the chance to just focus on the Champions League. So the ball could certainly go into Inter's court when it comes to their Champions League hopes if Juventus keep slipping up, which at the moment they are doing. 81 gone as well. Almeria 0, Athletic Bilbao 0. Red card to the hosts. Athletic Bilbao have not been able to take advantage of that one just yet. Oh, here we go, yellow cards.
Hey, there you go.
Here we go, let's have one of these. I must admit, I didn't actually see what that was for.
But he was very...
he was very decisive with that, wasn't he?
Big flourish there.
There's the yellow. Koki confirming that, and Palace are offside.
It's to Lerma, so Lerma's got the goal and he's got the only yellow card as well.
Yeah, well, he might go back and see what he did, but at the moment Chelsea are on the attack, so we won't be, seeing that.
Was it a tactical one? He used to pick up loads of bookings for Bournemouth,
he didn't he? Yeah. Let's have a look. See what Chelsea do here, and then we'll do, when you see a go, usernames in, and we will pick another couple of winners. Do you want to generate the numbers this time, Dave?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's share it around. And then we're going to have, and we're keeping him busy, actually, because Dave is going to think of another free bet condition for you, actually. This is the third one we've given away tonight. There's 20 minutes left of the game, so plenty of chances to win another one, hopefully. As Chelsea bring it forward down the right-hand side this time. Here's Palmer. His shins on the move.
Nice yellow card gift from Hakan there.
Yeah, it's a good one, that. Yeah, I like that. I do like that one. It's finished. Juventus 0, Udinese 1. Wow, big result at the top of Serie A tonight. So Gusto's going to take this throw as we get ready.
Let's go.
Let's go, go, go. There we go. Genetics, you're at seconds. You're on the right side of the GIF and the wrong side of the go, 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 but you're fine. You're in. Don't worry about it.
It's like he's anticipated it. Like,
yeah.
If that was 100-metre final, would that stand?
Yeah.
He's gone on the B of bang.
That's the question. We're not gonna fuss over the matter of seconds there, Genetics. So don't worry about that. I'll do some counting up.
Yeah, random number generator.
15 so far, Dave.
Okay.
Osman is the last in. Of course, Osman, one of the free bet winners already tonight. You can win again, by the way. You can win a second free bet. That is absolutely fine. As Chelsea bag another corner here.
Yeah, they're racking them up a bit now.
So you've not got long to get those usernames in. Dave is going to generate some random numbers in a moment, aren't you?
I've literally...
From his brain.
Yeah. No, I'm going to use a computer system.
Yeah. And why not? Well, there's lots of sort of niggliness going on inside the area. Michael Oliver's come in and talking to Anderson. He's one of the perpetrators. Is that Colwill, I think, the other one? Yeah. So, all settled by the looks of things, as Aruka go 3-1 up on FC Porto. Right, we're going to close down the free bet. So if you want to get in quickly, you can do. We have 16 names in the draw. Oh, Son is number 17. So we've had 17 in total. And there we go. There is the kitten.
The kitten's paw says stop.
The kitten has halted proceedings.
So 1 to 17. Shall I generate?
Yes, please.
Number 6.
Ooh, number 6. Who is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fretless. Fretless, you are a winner.
And the second one?
Yeah.
We'll go to number 11.
11. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, they're on our screen, and that is Slissy. Slissy, you're a winner. You're number 11 on my screen. Yeah, we always say as well, they come up in slightly different order on your screen as they are to my screen. So, yeah. Slissy, you are a winner, and who did I say the other one was? Fretless. Fretless and Slissy, you are the 2 winners. Well done. Right, what are we going for the next? We go again.
Right, so the next one, don't want to make it too difficult because time's ticking on. A bit of a nuance to it. It's a shot from a player with an odd numbered shirt.
Oh, okay. I like that. A shot from a player with an odd numbered shirt. Now, there's a player just about to come on, Dave. Do we think they've got it? What number do we think they're wearing? It's a Palace player.
So, for Chelsea, then you've got Nicholas Jackson, 15, Conor Gallagher, 23.
Gusto, 27.
Yeah, Chilwell, 21, Caicedo, 25. There's loads of options there. For Palace, you've got Jordan Ayew, number 9, Will Hughes, 19, Franca, 11.
Yeah.
Tyrick Mitchell, 3. Anyway, there's lots of players.
And someone coming on as well.
Someone just had a shot there. Did we see it? Had we started it?
We might have to wait for a replay to verify
No,
this.
I think it was number 8, actually. I think that was Jefferson Latimer again. But he wears number 8.
Yeah.
If anyone saw that differently, but I'm pretty sure it was number 8.
Okay. Offside flag is up. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here's the chance.
Bang.
It's a good effort. But the question is, who was it?
I think it was Lerma.
Right, okay. Right, we'll wait for another one then, because we're not sure about that. We're not going to give them away if we're unsure. Yeah, 8, Koki says number 8.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Lerma going for goal again.
I know, yeah.
Carrar says it was 11, which would be Franca. What we're going to do, Carrar, because we're unsure, we're going to hold off and wait for another shot from a player with an odd number. Yeah.
Yeah, we were still sort of just getting the admin together, really.
Yeah. We're going to wait and see if we get another one. But yeah, Palace haven't made that change yet. We are still waiting on that. As Chelsea bring it forward, slashed away by Palace.
Time is ticking on, isn't it, really? 77 minutes gone.
Yeah, here's Gallagher. Go and have an effort on goal, Gallagher. Chelsea trying to forge away down the middle of the Palace defence. No luck so far. 88 minutes gone, by the way. Almeria 0, Athletic Bilbao 0. That one nearly over. And Aruca 3, FC Porto 1 as well.
Do you think if you offered Roy Hodgson a draw now, he'd go, thank you very much? And yeah.
He's doesn't strike me as a violent man, but I think he'd snap your arm off for that.
Well, Chelsea wouldn't settle for a draw, would they?
No.
You can't be having draws when you're lumbering around in whatever they are. What are they?
Well, it would leave Chelsea 10th.
Yeah.
And it would leave Palace 15th. Here come Chelsea again. It's Cole Palmer cutting in from the left. It's a shot. He's an even number, though, isn't he?
Sorry.
Yeah, he's an even number.
All we need is a shot, by the way. It doesn't have to be on target.
No.
It's just any shot.
It could sail wildly over, couldn't it? Yeah.
I could have said any shot from a man wearing a hat. And that couldn't have landed.
No.
Unless they're one of those sort of face protectors.
Yeah. If Petr Cech had an effort on goal. Yeah. He's in the studio, isn't he, tonight? On Monday Night Football, I believe. Petr Cech.
Looking around here.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Welcome in. Yeah,
Peter.
here he is. Special
Where
guest.
are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe he's the guest on Monday Night Football, actually. Yeah. Someone was asking whether he'd be wearing his helmet for it or not. We don't know.
We don't know.
Here's a change, and it is an odd number. It's an odd number coming off and an odd number going on for Palace.
And I thought I saw Raheem Sterling
there
as well, who wears number 7, I think. So he's an odd number.
So it's Will Hughes going off.
But
Armada.
Yeah, and then Nicholas Jackson. So we've not really gained or lost anything yet. You've got 2 odd numbers coming off, 2 odd numbers coming on.
To be honest, I'd rather have Sterling on my side than Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah. Although it is any shot, so with Nicholas Jackson, it'd probably go wide, but it would be a shot.
It still would count, yeah. So we're waiting on a shot from a player wearing an odd number.
Yeah, Chelsea 3.2 to win this game now. Palace 8. The draw. Hasn't been a draw since 1995.
Yeah.
1.63.
Another goal. 2.05 for another goal now. So, one more. Still time. Probably get a good sort of 5-minute stoppages, I would imagine. So, we might well have another one. Chelsea are hungry here. Moving down the left-hand side. And, his runner's been halted. It's going to be another yellow here, surely, to Munoz.
Yeah, he's protesting his innocence, but Michael Oliver said, no, you just blocked your man off. That's a yellow.
Chilwell it was. He was marauding. Yeah, that's a blatant yellow, isn't it, that?
Bookings, well, they might just need to reset. Over 3.5 bookings is 2.2. Do you see 2 more? I could.
You said earlier that Michael Oliver he doesn't go crazy with his bookings, but we looked at his stats and he was around about 3 or 4 per game, wasn't he? So, I could see that. I could see that number.
I could see last 5 minutes, Palace just sort of won in the draw and just...
Yeah.
A few cynical ones creeping in, maybe.
There's a market, by the way, for how the third goal goes in if you do think there will be a goal. 2.5 for a shot, 11.5 for a header, 29 for a free kick, 10.25 for a penalty, and 50 for an own goal.
All right, well, there's the free kick. So could this be the shot on target? No, Chilwell.
Comes out to Palmer, has a go, blocked.
Blocked shots don't count. We sort of used the...
Yeah, and he's 20 as well.
Yeah. So all in all, that was absolutely nowhere near.
No, Palmer's having a few goes here, though. I mean, if you do fancy him, on a different note, if you do fancy him for an anytime goal scorer, and he has looked the most lively, Cole Palmer, he's 7.5 any time at the moment.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a quiet match, but he's come into it maybe in this last 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. I tell you what, Mateta is taller than I had him down for.
Taller
than I had him down for, yeah. I didn't think he was stumpy or anything like that, or squat. But when I've been seeing him hold the ball up, I've been sort of quite impressed by
his sort of size.
Yeah, his
sheer
frame.
Size of the man.
Yeah, exactly. An impressive frame, I think I've got to say. Yeah. Here's Gusto. He'd be fine if Gusto fancies a shot. That would count.
Would he?
27.
Okay, yeah. There's loads of them on the pitch.
Yeah,
I'd say attack. In terms of the attackers, I think you've got more odd numbers than evens.
I think so, yeah. Palace have intercepted it again, and it remains...
And Chelsea win it back, though.
1-1. Nearly finished, by the way, 90+3. Almeria 0, Bilbao 0. I think that would be a pretty good result for... might be a very good result with 10 men for Almeria if they can hold on. Chelsea try and thread it through. Palace having none of it.
Chelsea sort of winning the ball back now, aren't they? And
A bit more eager, aren't they?
yeah, sort of Chelsea will attack, it'll break down. Palace, I think, might break, and then Chelsea will quickly win it back and launch another attack.
And here they come again. So it is Chelsea who appear to be most likely.
Yeah, I think so. I think
3.5. You were keen on Palace earlier, but they've just dropped off a little bit, haven't they? Although, chance to break here, potentially. Getting down the right, but that's not a good ball.
I think Palace might have one big chance left in them at some point, but Chelsea might have another 4 good chances left in them.
Yeah.
Palace are pretty... Roy will take 1-1 all day here, I think. It just eases the pressure on him.
Yeah. And get down and go and meet his mate Terry Silver tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Down the old market.
Tezza.
Yeah.
Big T.
Yeah.
The T-bomb. The T-meister.
Yeah. Team Master General.
Etc.
Here come Chelsea.
Oh, it's
Ball
gonna be,
through.
Is it going to be a shot? Cole Palmer?
No, not you, Palmer.
Passes.
Oh, chance here for Chelsea. Wriggling
Again,
into
it's
the area.
blocked, so that
Blocked
doesn't
again.
count.
Up and under. Not away yet. Out to Palmer. Hacked away. Last-ditch defending by Palace.
Yeah, as in rapid betting rules, any block shots don't count.
Okay. Yeah. This is all we need for another free bet. We need a shot from a player with an odd number on the back of their shirt. And another free bet will be yours. So far, we've given away 6 free bets this evening.
In terms of who might score, I know he's not an odd number, but if you just want to play the market on the player to score the next goal, Cole Palmer at 9.
Yeah, he'd be the one.
Yeah, he seems to be
Yeah.
getting in some dangerous positions.
I think we're about to see another change here. Alfie Gilchrist is coming on, number 42 for Chelsea.
Who's he come on for?
Oh, he's replacing Gusto.
Fair dues.
Palace making a change as well here. Going off is... Who is that? Let's have a look. This is Edouard coming on.
Yep.
Oh, Frank has gone off.
So that's that bet done.
Number 11.
Crowd like what they've seen. Good
Yeah,
round
and
of applause for
odds
Frankie.
Edouard's wearing an even number, Dave.
Yeah, so about that.
Yeah, never mind.
I was
You didn't anticipate the arrival of Edouard, did you?
I
when
didn't.
You? No.
In those calculations, no. Sloppy of me.
Almeria 0, Athletic Bilbao 0 has finished in Spain. So a goalless draw. The away side still struggling on the road to pick up points, or to pick up maximum points anyway. They've got a point today. And Almeria are,
I've just put in Cole Palmer as a bet there to score the 3rd goal.
Chance for Palace. Goalkeeper collects before any kind of shots has managed to be taken. But Michael Oliver has awarded the free kick to Chelsea.
Yeah.
It was Mateta who,
and
with his
his
sizable
huge
frame,
frame.
put himself about.
Cole will. Both challenged, but looked like Mateta committed the foul. It was a dangerous moment, though. Little ball through. He's almost the wrong side of him.
Yeah. I guess when you come up against such a sturdy frame.
Yeah. Sticks out one of those hugely long legs.
Oh, I think he stood on his hand.
Ow.
Yeah.
He's
Well, he's
limping.
limping, so he's stood on something else as well,
Yeah,
maybe.
not a hand limp.
What is that? Just holding it really loosely. Yeah.
So he doubled up.
He is up, Colwell, but yeah.
Come on, just a shot. It's not too hard, much of an ask, is it? We didn't need a shot.
Here come Chelsea again. So 1-1. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 1 here on Clubhouse TV tonight. Don't forget the service will continue tomorrow. We've got all sorts coming up this week on Clubhouse TV as the Champions League returns tomorrow night.
All right, Palace on the
Two good
break.
games. Here come Palace again.
Shoot.
Effort on goal. Come on, release it.
It's blocked again.
Blocked, yeah. Another
He's 22, so it's not.
We don't need him to.
No, 29, you can shoot.
Yeah, go
Shoot,
on.
29, and it's blocked.
Loops up and saved as well. And Chelsea get going immediately. That's a
terrible kick.
Very poor distribution. Very poor distribution. So tomorrow night's Champions League games: Copenhagen against Manchester City. Man City are the 1.25 favourites. Copenhagen 12s, 6 for the draw. Leipzig 3.1, Real Madrid 2.2, and 3.6 for the draw. On Wednesday night, it is Lazio against Bayern Munich. And Bayern Munich are 1.69 favourites, not taking that on current form. 1.7 for PSG and 5 for Real Sociedad as they meet. And the following week, we've got PSV against Borussia Dortmund and Inter against Atleti. Plenty of good games in the Europa League to cover on Thursday night as well. Feyenoord Roma, I think, would be my pick. Although AC Milan Rennes, given the form of both sides, is pretty good as well. Braga Karabakh is strangely intriguing.
More for the connoisseur there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah.
Given this is probably going to be the last free bet, are you going to give 4 away or just to get it to 10 or just the 2?
Yeah, this is the 4th lot, isn't it, that we're giving away. I
haven't really got time for a 5th. Really.
No, I tell you what, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. If
it happens.
If we get a shot from a player with an odd number, we will do 4 free bets in this next batch. Okay. Here come Chelsea. Ball charged down by Palace. And that's nodded back in, and Palace will defend that quite easily. They've given it away.
A bit scrappy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Players falling over, misplaced passes. Palace win a free kick, they'll be happy with that. The big man.
Yeah. He's tumbled. Still Aruka 3, Porto 1, by the way. What's your guess on extra time? 5, I'm going to say?
6.
6. Okay. Excellent
And
stuff.
perhaps even 7. I don't know, this weekend there seems to be a lot of time being added.
Yeah.
By the way, how tall do you think Mateta is? Now you've made that rash claim.
Oh, the fact that you're using the word rash, is he going to be 5'7"? 6'3".
Close, he's 6'4".
Okay, yeah.
So he is a genuine big man.
Quite
Yeah.
a sizable frame, yeah. Yeah.
So for you to have not had him down as a big chap.
No, I'm not. I mean, like I said, I didn't have him down as being miniature, but it's only struck me tonight how tall he is. I didn't refer to him as the diminutive front man until today.
The little pocket rocket.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. No, I didn't have any of those, but I just hadn't. Yeah, it's only just dawned on me. Is that Colwill down again?
No, it's
someone else. I was going to get a talking to.
Fernandez.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Jordan Ayew sort of wrapped his leg around him a little bit.
Yeah. Koki said, it's been good in patches this game, but there have been moments where we have not seen an awful lot. We are waiting for a shot here, though. Could it be delivered from this free kick? Let's see. Free kick whipped in, back post, goes through everybody.
Sterling keeps it in.
Go on, Sterling, have an effort from there. Cut inside and have an effort on goal.
Crosses.
He's crossed it instead, not in towards the goalkeeper.
I think that's number 2, is it?
Who is that? Yeah, it is number 2.
Yeah.
That is outrageously even, that, isn't it?
Very even.
In fact, it's probably the first number I think of when I think of even numbers.
Is it your classic example of
My
an
go-to.
even number?
My go-to for even numbers, yeah. So Palace have broken well in this game, and they are on the attack again. Almost squirmed through to Odsonne Edouard there.
Oh, Chelsea might have nicked it.
Ah, okay.
Now then, it's Cole Palmer legging it down the right-hand side with his long shins.
Got his skates on.
Lays it off. Oh, it's Conor Gallagher again.
Gallagher, second goal of the night. And what number's he wearing?
I think he's even.
No, he's a 23. He's 23.
23,
so he's
there
scored
you go.
one of these. And he's landed us one of these. Yeah, wake up, says Koki. Wake up because, well, not only have Chelsea scored, but he's had a shot as well. Palace, the inquest continues in defence. The players are absolutely livid with one another. The Chelsea fans are also being told to get back in the stand. We've only got 4 minutes of added on time, so we better get to this quick, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shall I do the numbers?
Well, we need to do a go, but yes,
Oh,
please.
when they were-
Yeah. Palmer assist, by the way, for anyone who's got him in your fantasy team. I know someone
Yes.
who does. We will have a go very shortly from Jenny, and then get those usernames in. Dave will be generating the numbers this time around. There it is. Go. By the way, even if this is being VAR'd,
For what?
I don't know, but even if it is, the shot was still taken, so we are
Yes.
still going to give away that
Yeah.
free bet. And I'm giving away 4 this time, aren't I?
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
It's a nice finish. Conor Gallagher then 2 goals against his former team.
Yeah.
Rather ironic for us that one of our former players has ruined my night.
Going to put the red wine back now, isn't he? Right. 30 seconds or so left to get those names in. Usernames in, please. Got 17 so far on my first counts. 17 in. 4 minutes of added on time. We've played 2 of them, but we will have an extra minute or so, I think, because of the fans that spilt onto the pitch.
Yeah.
There's your stop. I'll just have another double check. That makes 12, 16, 17, Dave, is the number.
Okay, right. First number 8.
Number 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is Ramsey. Ramsey 22. You've won yourself 3 bets.
That was the second win for Ramsey
I think
tonight.
it is.
Yeah.
I think so. Goal stands for Imarios. Imarios says goal stands.
Yeah. Second number 10.
Number 10. Well, if Ramsey is number 8, then Carrar is number 10. Well done, Carrar. You are the next winner of a free bet tonight.
Third one, number 14.
Oh, number 14. That's Koki. Koki, you've won yourself a free bet. Here comes Chelsea, by the
Chelsea
way.
are going to get a third here.
Putting some gloss on the scoreline.
And it's going to be... Oh, it's a lovely finish by, is it Fernandez?
It is. Enzo Fernandez. He's wearing 8. Doesn't matter to us. The free bet has already landed. It's 3-1 Chelsea. So I'm going to do one of these. There we
One
go.
more.
One more, please.
And it's number 3.
Number 3. I need to scroll to the top. Number 3 is Viv. Viv, you're in. You've won yourself a free bet. So Viv, Ramsey, Carrar, and Koki are our 4 winners in that last batch of free bets. That's 10 bets given away, 10 times 10 USDT. They will land in your account. Jenny will send those names off, and they'll hopefully be there pretty soon for you. Well done to all the winners tonight. Congratulations. We got there, didn't we? It's taken a while, but we got the free bets in the end. And Chelsea got there in the end as well.
They did, and it's a second assist for Cole Palmer.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Yeah. Chelsea on the... It's a clever little finish by Enzo Fernandez. He just basically waits for the Palace player to lie on the floor. And then
Munoz was stricken, wasn't he? He
and
falls
just
over
chips
twice.
it out. Yeah, it's like he's the draft exclude for a free kick, and he's just lobbed it over him. So, yeah, a bit of a bonus there for if you've got Cole Palmer in your fantasy team, a couple of assists right at the end.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, he's had a good game, actually, Cole Palmer.
Yeah, especially the second half, He was a bit quiet in the first half.
Yeah, no one really had a good game first half, did they?
But he's the one who sort of created stuff after the break.
Yeah. So
Probably deserved. I don't know if 3-1 flatters them a bit, but I think overall Chelsea played quite strongly in the second half.
Second half, yeah. I think you said it, didn't you? As soon as that the timing of that goal when Palace came out and scored it, if Nicholas Jackson's been booked, by the way, if Palace had held on till 65, 70 minutes, it might have been a very different game. But yeah, it is Chelsea who've made their way through. They've cut their way through, and they're collecting 3 points, scored 3 goals, and a bit of a confidence booster as well for Mauricio Pochettino's side. Where does Roy go from here then?
I don't know. It's bad, isn't it? It's just another defeat. He'll say, we're in the game for a long time. But it's, I don't know, it's going to wear thin, isn't it, if you're a Palace supporter? I'm just looking at their next few games, Palace. So after this, Palace's next game is away to Everton. Well, Palace have got a chance now for the next 2 games. They're away at Everton, then home to Burnley. Then away at Tottenham, then home to Luton.
It's not a bad run, is it? Not a bad run.
So if things say they won the 2 home games against Burnley and Luton and nicked a point from one of the others, that's 7 out of 12.
They need to get something against Everton, really, because Everton are
direct rivals.
5 points behind them, and that will cut the gap to 2, wouldn't it, if they did win it, and that would have Palace lurking very dangerously, Luton and Forest in between those 2 sides as well. So, yeah, interesting times for Roy Hodgson and for Crystal Palace. We're nearly out of time, actually. We'll be heading off very shortly once this game has concluded. Don't forget, back tomorrow, Champions League action for a Tuesday night. Both games kicking off at the same time tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so we'll be live on air from 7:45. If you're looking for bets elsewhere, by the way, full fixture list this midweek in the Championship, League 1 and League 2. There's also a game in Italy in midweek as well in Serie A. So there's plenty going on outside of the Champions League, but we will be live for both games tomorrow night from 7:45 onwards. And
there it is.
Done and dusted. There we go. Congratulations to everybody who won a free bet tonight. Congratulations to Chelsea as well. And hopefully you picked out some winning bets. And well done to you, Dave. You had Conor Gallagher earmarked. And you backed him for 1. He got 2.
Yeah. It's, that's the story tonight, isn't it? Conor Gallagher, 2 goals against his former club. 1 more from Fernandes. A couple of assists for Cole Palmer. And Roy trudges off thinking, another one gets away.
Yeah, what were his parting words?
I'd rather not say in front of a family crowd.
Not family friendly.
No, I shall say that in private, thank you.
We will leave it on that note then, Dave. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will see you again very soon. And thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for joining in as well. Good night, and we'll see you again very soon here on Clubhouse TV.
Covering every game of the English Premier League, Champions League and Europa League, live as they happen. This is Clubhouse TV.